okay, and then you'll be on your way.
I'll bring the kit with me.
Dude, they're not gonna let you cross the border, Johnny. They won't let me either.
I've been digging that hole.
I know Biden won't let me down there. I don't know what I did to piss him off, but
don't worry, give him a day. He'll forget. He'll forget. He'll move on to something else. I mean, come on, man.
Hey, I got a shitload of show and tell today. Let me tell you. Good morning, everybody. Where are you, Caribou? Are you still up in Prince George?
Yeah, you betcha, Rick. All right, can you guys hear me all right? Or is my Bluetooth stop me all fuck up?
You're good.
Okay. You're good. Okay, yeah, so I'm up in Prince George, up at my parents' place, hanging out right now. Just everybody's sleeping, at 6 a.m. So I just don't want to wake people up with my fucking yammering and shit like that. So hanging out in the car, gonna smoke some fucking joints and fucking hearing bullshit with you guys. How's everybody doing today this morning? How's everybody's weekend?
Fantastic.
Very slow weekend. Very slow.
It's a scorcher out here. We're going to be breaking some record, like probably breaking temperature records that normally don't fall until July, August. Here we are in June, and there's going to be some mind-blowing. I'm going to have to ask Siri what I think like maybe 44 Celsius in some areas.
You guys going to be in the hundreds or something, right?
Oh, fuck. Yeah. Hey, Siri, what's 44 Celsius in Fahrenheit?
101.
111.2.
I was off by 10 degrees. Damn.
Shit. I'll be swinging a chainsaw.
Like that. So how the fuck how are your plants going to survive that kind of heat if you have anything outdoor in Canada? I'm curious. Hypothetically,
they take care of themselves like that.
They can handle extreme temps like that.
Well,
the humidity's up.
What I've done, we have very low, if any, humidity. But and my, they're only like I've got some that are maybe 2 inches high, and some that have just popped the surface of the soil. So basically, yesterday I put them in a shady area. And I'm just going to leave them pretty much in 100% shade for the next 3 or 4 days. Yeah.
You're going to miss them? You're going to miss them or anything to keep that moisture up for them since they're so small?
Absolutely. As a matter of fact, well, that's one of my show.
That dry.
Where the fuck did it go? I just you know what?
Get your ducks in an order. Don't worry. Don't worry, we're here. Figure it out. Find your thing.
I was gonna save all this shit for the show, for the shit show. But since you brought it up, you know what? I don't understand why. Like I always thought that the most common germination method was paper towel. I don't know. That's just what. But
it's old school. It's old school.
But how simple is throwing your fucking seeds in a glass and walking away until they produce fucking tails? I mean,
I've been saying that for a while. That's how I do mine.
I don't think it's recommended to leave them there for more than 12, 14 hours. I think
once the thing pops, once it pops through and you got a little bit of a tail, you want to take that thing out. And make sure you plant it tail down. That's the taproot. Make sure you root down. I've had a lot of people that did it wrong, and that was the reason why the plant was upside down in the ground.
Somebody, Green Jeans Garden was that's who showed me how to do this a little while ago. But that's one thing he was saying is that if the seed falls, if it falls in the water, well, then the issue is it's not getting any oxygen. Like you want to grab that before it starts falling. But
wait, you're saying you don't want it to submerge? Because I have mine
tail, you don't want it to submerge.
Okay, about to say I submerge mine. Like they'll float some will float for a day, and then I come along and I'll tap the tops of them, and they'll go right to the bottom, and then by then the next day they're popped.
that's how you tell if they are taking any of the moisture in, or if the shell is just fucking repelling the moisture out and you're not really soaking it in and germinating. Is the ones that float usually will not fucking germinate, or you have to crack them or scratch them because that shell isn't letting the moisture get into the actual inside of it to germinate it.
Yeah,
After a day or so of it soaking, all you got to do is tap the top, and the thing will go right down. I swear, I shit you not.
Oh,
90% of the time.
Protective coating. So just if they get wet real quick, they don't germinate. They need a good soaking to germinate. If not, every seed would just sprout in the wild with a little rain shower, and then they die off. You know. So in theory,
okay, so the way that Green Jeans explained it was that you don't want them to sink because if they sink, then they will drown. As long as they're
if you
floating
leave them
on
in
the
there too long.
top, as long as they're floating.
If it sinks right away, it's probably cracked. It's probably getting water instantly, and you definitely don't want that. You know, but after a day, or you soaked it for 8 hours or 12 hours, it's more than likely going to sink. Sometimes it still stays afloat, and any seed in general will still stay afloat because the water pressure is still holding. But
it's dispersion.
Prophet comes around and taps it, and it's gained enough moisture now that it'll drop, and that seed's about ready, I think, man.
My autos I put in, Rick, my autos I put in, they all sunk right to the bottom, and in less than a day, they were already popped.
Wow.
I mean, I'm not going against this individual. I'm just going on my personal experience. You know what I'm saying? He might have more scientific proof or whatever backing it up and more whatever, but every time I let that fucker sink, once it pops, I pull it out, and I have not had a problem.
Okay, yeah. His logic or his reasoning was that if as long as the seed stays at the top, then the root is getting the water it needs, and call it the top of the plant is still getting the air that it needs. So if it sinks, then the whole thing drowns. Kind of. That's just the way he.
Right. That's after it has a root, a tap root. After it's and then you're dealing with basically the same thing as the hydro system. Once that tap root comes out, if it can't get air, if that plant can't get air at some point, then you're fucked. You're going to drown your plant. Now you got to think that it's actually pulling oxygen out of the water also. So you have a small time frame to where your water still kind of has some oxygen in it and this, that, and the other. But
I got it.
I've let a plant go I've let a seed go like 3 days because I forgot it was fucking in there. Maybe even 4. I mean, it had a pretty long tap root, but I got it into the ground and it did fine. But I could have got lucky. I could have got lucky. You know.
I don't know, but I may. I'm a little nervous about these ones because I was invited to go out to the lake today, and I still got to finish my irrigation system and give them the first official watering, and then these like one of these roots or one of those roots. I mean, it's fucking near 1.5 inches long. It's got to be transplanted, and if I do that today and then go to the lake overnight, I'm a little nervous about that, but we'll figure it out. We'll figure it out.
So Caribou, gonna get to start off with the song, and do we get to have Indica do his introduction?
Oh, it's
Well, Indica doesn't need my permission to speak, but no, I unfortunately, what I think we need to do is I need to get the song to someone else so that on Sundays, it seems like I travel around a fair bit. Fridays and Sundays are a bit hard, right? Because all that shit's on my computer. So we might have to try and pass that video around, or if somebody can even go on YouTube, find that video and screen share it, I'm fucking absolutely down for that. I got to get my traveling system figured out because it's summertime now, so I'm gonna be doing shit on Sundays. I got to figure out and go against my usual. I don't go camping at tourist lakes. Like if it's somebody a lake that you're gonna find a bunch of people from, say, Vancouver, Kamloops, all these big metropolitan areas. That's not where I'm gonna be. I'm usually somewhere way off in the fucking mountains, and there's no cell service out there, which is usually the way I like it. I go camping to get away from technology, but we need to be able to do the show on the regular basis still. So I got to be able to
Make Rick do it. He has all that new computer and stuff and fangle dangle. He could totally nail this.
Well, did you see how he come into the show this morning and say he's? I think he's a lot more knowledgeable than he actually lets on.
He's practiced all weekend for this.
Well, you know, if we actually pay attention, if we actually pay attention to our chat, because they're fucking awesome. Abolished actually said if we make a Google Drive for the show, then any one of us could pull off of it and just put all the information we want on that Google Drive, and we could pull it down at any point. I
know the word Google. But
yeah,
what's the drive he's talking about? What's a Google Drive? Yeah. So is it somebody driving Google?
Do I need to work? Do I need to get admin on this shit?
Yeah, you might.
I think you might.
Do I
need to have to do a seminar on Discord?
Are we live?
Oh yeah.
We've been live for about.
We've been live
minutes.
for a hot minute, bud.
We go live at 6 o'clock, Rick.
Where you been, Rick?
Good thing you had your clothes on this time, right?
The show, buddy.
Usually it tells me that we're live. There's no indication that we're live.
Top left hand room conversation.
You mean where it says live?
Yeah, that's what I go by. It seems to be pretty solid, info. I don't consider that fake news. So
I love you guys. This is fuck getting together with you guys every Sunday morning. And see, this is why I need to go camping where there's cell service, because the fucking laughter is just awesome. You guys make my day every time.
Oh, look at that. We're live. We're 19. Good morning, chat. Top chat. Live chat.
Live chat. Yo.
Pop out chat.
I don't want to admit this, but yesterday I was so bored I pulled a Johnny.
What? What is that?
Yeah, man, I couldn't believe it myself. I woke up 2 hours later. I was like, holy shit, I just pulled a Johnny. I fell asleep. I took a nap.
Felt good, didn't it?
No, I was actually really fucking mad at myself.
See, I like a good nap when it works out, but it doesn't usually work out because you end up dozing off for like 3 minutes and then somebody comes stomping through the house and wakes you up and then it's done.
That was weird, man. My whole house was sleeping. So that's the only reason.
Nap, I'm usually like way fucking groggier though, and it takes me like a good half hour, 45 minutes to actually get my shit together and become half normal. But I think that's because usually when I fall asleep at night, I'm usually out for about 3-4 hours straight. And then after that, I'll start waking up, right? But your body's rested at that point. Or at least mine is, or so it tells me.
Yeah, I can only get about 3-4 hours of max sleep at a time. That's why I nap so much.
Yeah, I think it's to the point where, I get to lay down for as long as my body says it'll stay comfortable. And then at some point it's like, oh, nope, you got to get up or you ain't going to be able to get up.
Yeah, it's kind
my bladder is my worst enemy.
A couple hours, I got to get up. My back's like, yeah, you just keep on staying in bed. You're going to regret this shit. So,
your bladder is your problem because all those girly drinks you drink at night.
No, I bet you cut down on that. But no, I mean, seriously, like my bladder wakes me up no matter what. At like 6:30, 7 o'clock, it's just like
those fucking mint juleps, man. They really tear your shit up.
Yeah,
hey, I'll cut that bladder out for you.
Yeah, I've had enough chopped down there, sir.
Stuff on the black market.
Yeah. I don't think mine would be worth anything. That's like taking a blood transfusion or an organ donor
Our
from
next giveaway. We're just gonna start selling profit parts.
Nice. Do not insert that in you.
Aren't we already passing his panties around like chainmail and stuff?
Yes, we are.
Vibrators with his autograph on it.
I got it right here for Dave's seed giveaway. Whoever wins the seed gets to take the vibrator.
Hurting seed.
Irregardless whether they want it or not.
Right, shipping methods have gotten really weird.
They're not even gonna want to fuck with anything coming from my house anymore. They're gonna be like, no, fuck that box, dude. Just let it go.
That's why you don't address it from profit. Nobody knows. Well, I guess we know your real name, sort of, but it's just use a different name.
Oh, I always use my name because it would be unlawful not to.
That is correct. You must always use your real name when sending mail properly and legally in the U.S. postal system.
because that would be a
Fuck them.
federal.
I
That would be a
always-
federal
Not me.
offense.
I always put Sweet Johnny. If they don't like it, fuck them.
Oh, I mean, yeah, you could always add your little nickname there, but I mean, you always got to have your real name and address.
I always laugh because I live in a very small town now. So, you know, the fucking mail lady knows everybody. So, you know, when shit started coming to my house addressed to Fluffy, she's just started looking at me real funny. And I was like, it's an inside thing. So you don't want to know.
She thinks you're like one of those weird people that dresses up in costumes and
Oh my
drives
God, a
each other
furry.
down the side of the road now.
He thinks you're a furry, dude.
Oh, that's funny.
I didn't know the product name when I sent them a package. I just put it to the boofer.
Yeah, he did.
Yes.
That's what it said right there, to the boofer. I looked at it and I was like,
And then his mailman's been like so ever friendlier.
actually, he has been very talkative.
He winks at you now. He's like, hey.
He wears sunglasses, so he could be winking at me.
Hey, I'm excited. I haven't opened this jar since Thursday morning.
What's the humidity in there?
Fuck if I know.
Oh man, that's a horrible answer, dude.
Well, is it dry?
Come on. Let's be
Dry.
honest. That's like 90% of our answers is fuck if
Yeah.
I know.
It's dry.
Fuck if I know.
It was I put it in my I got a little cabinet that I put them in, and I shut the drawer, and it stays nice and dark in there, and it's about 60 degrees down there, and it's about ideal temp. But let me tell you,
Johnny, give me some bud. I'm out of weed. I need to smoke something this morning.
that Shrek armpit smell changed now. Now it's a little bit sweeter smelling.
That Shrek armpit smell. You all right?
Yeah.
What you got there, Rick? The Floraflex
Maybe I don't want to freeze to death.
feeding.
Yeah. I'm gonna go with the Floraflex. I've decided to start with those anyway.
Never before.
That's what happens after she eats. Oh, sorry, guys.
Yeah, I've decided to go with the Floraflex. My buddy, he's using it and really raves about it. And the GML, he's coming out with a line as well. I don't know too much about it. They're sending me samples when they've got when they arrive, and I'll check out those. And I'm just gonna feel around, check out some more. But I've got to do something, and I have to do it right away. Like today, I must give it its first feeding. I'm like 99%. My irrigation system is working. Couple of little bits of tweaking going on today, and but it will officially get its first water.
So what, you gonna do that before or after the lake?
Oh, before. I've got, that's my number one priority. Then I gotta put these seeds in a container, and hopefully, so hopefully sometime this afternoon I'll be heading out to the lake and probably spend the night. I've got a friend that has got a cabin at the northeast end of the lake, out by where caribou went out to the falls, right out at that area there. Actually, it's a beautiful little spot called Hoover Bay, and apparently it was named after your President Hoover. He used to go up there. There's an airstrip, and a lot of big name celebrities, John Wayne, and
I actually had an aquarium company, and I would service and install one of his family's aquarium from the Hoover residence down here in South Florida.
Oh,
So,
yeah.
not my president, but the president of this country. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. So it's just a beautiful.
I'm sorry. This is your first time using that Floraflex. I'm asking, dude, because I just got their account, and I'm very interested in their products, and I need to get a little bit more educated on it to be able to educate my customer also.
Okay, at this point, I can tell you that the owner of the hydroponic store and I are friends, and he has been using it for well over a year and swears by it. And of course, that's what he does. He loves to try new shit, and he's been stuck with Floraflex for quite some time. Throughout the process, he does add some other things along the way. Potassium silicate if he feels he needs it, and then and in veg, and then he runs with potassium silicate throughout the flour time. What else did he? Okay, well, and then in flour, there's in bloom, there's the B1 and B2, but there's also one more product that he puts in around wheat 5.
Sweeteners, sugars.
Yeah, definitely. I can't remember the name. Oh, yeah, Bloom. I'm just looking at the website now. Yeah, it's like a bloom booster, a sweetener. Yeah, and he said he may dabble around with what is it? Come on, spit it out.
Damn it, Rick, where are your notes, man?
Sorry?
Where are your notes?
Yeah, no, I'm just winging it. I'm just winging it today. But what else do I have for show and tell? I thought I had some other. He also gave me this, and this is Hawaiian Snow, which is a 100% sativa.
Oh, wow.
It's a 14-week strain. Now, this had to come down. I don't know the whole story, but it had to come down early. And so normally he said it's like that lime green and it's just covered in frost and in the white frost. Really, I understand the description when people say gassy. It's really, really gassy, and so I'm excited to twist this one up and.
But that's gonna be some racy shit. That's 100% sativa and pulled down fucking early. I bet that's got to be like doing a fucking rail.
For real.
Well, now he did say that in spite of it coming down early and not having the same appearance that it normally has, he said that the quality is fantastic. So I'll be giving you a report on that. And I just happened to grab another one of these rolling machines. I'm just getting lazy in my old age, and the other one was getting all flimsy and raggedy. And
hey man, rolling is an art, all right? You can't just do it with a machine.
Well, yeah.
Rick's you might be able to do it with a machine, yes, I know, but it's a freaking art form.
Rick's generation of rolling, you end up with those pregnant joints.
Yeah, I remember those.
Exactly.
That are the ones that are bent and shit, and you're just like, what the hell did you do to this thing? It's like, no, don't worry, man, it'll smoke.
That's right, man. You just smoke them around a corner. It's fine.
Yeah.
Okay, and then this will maybe end my show and tell. Yeah, this is the one where I placed the order when we were in the show, and of course I showed everybody my fucking drinks.
Wow. If you didn't say anything, nobody would be going back to check it out. They forgot, man.
Yeah.
Nah, I screenshot it right when it happened. I don't need to go back.
Don't remind these stoners anything. Fuck it. Christ, we've moved on.
There. Okay. There, that wasn't bad.
I actually like to think we could trust everybody in our chat not to screw Uncle Rick over on his information anyway.
Part of me is like, well, I don't want to push my luck, but
no, I hear you, but
I'll here. By the way, here's my credit card in case you need to send something to my.
My mom already has your credit card, Rick.
It's 100-1-800 go fuck yourself, okay?
Same card she's got.
Yeah, they have a joint account. They have a joint account now, Prophet. They've already merged accounts.
Nice.
Yeah, total merging of lives.
Yeah, I've gotten the Go Fuck Yourself card that has a stamp, and after every 10 Go Fuck Yourself, I get a free Go Fuck Yourself. But I mean, I don't have an actual bank account card for my mom.
And I just want to say a quick good morning to chat. It's just great to see everybody. So many people. I saw who said hi
Oh
earlier.
shit! Speaking of the devil, there's my mother calling.
Oh, right on.
She knows
Get
you're
her
on,
on,
Rick.
man.
She
Oh,
knows
get
you're
her
on.
She's like, I'm watching the show. Tell Rick I say hi.
Yeah, get her on, Prophet.
Plug her in. Plug her in.
Let's hear it. Everybody mute.
I am up early. What are you talking about? I'm on the show right now. Everybody's looking at me funny. Hold on. What was that?
Yeah, put her on speaker or
I got her on speaker. Say hi, Ma.
Oh, okay. Hey, Ma, how you doing? Good to see you. Happy. Yeah.
Yeah, speak.
Give her a. How about you give her a square? That'd be nice.
I don't have that power, and I wouldn't give it to her if I did. I'm just kidding. I love you, Ma. Hey, you there?
Yeah, I just don't know what the hell you're talking about.
Talking about you, you crazy bitch.
Yeah, what's a square?
What's it square? You were in a square on Mother's Day, you fruitcake.
Listen, you didn't say anything about Mother's Day. I didn't know what the hell a square was that you were talking about. I jumped into a conversation. I had no idea what the hell was going on.
Welcome to the show.
Listen, shithead. Before you start giving me some crap that I can't slap you for.
What's up? Should I unmute you? I mean, should I take, is this important? Like, is this like a family thing? Should I take you off the speaker?
No, it doesn't matter.
What's up?
I just need to know if Jen could give me a ride tomorrow. Because since Sammy smashed your car.
Right. Because she's a dipshit. All right. Yeah, I'll be more than happy to talk to her about that after.
Because I have nobody else.
Well, I suppose since you had you birthed me, I could try to help you.
That would be sweet because I would really like to get these stitches out of my knee.
I'll do it.
No.
Come on, I got a knife right here. Fucking, we'll take care of this shit, Ma.
No, because doctors are telling me, when I can start doing some other physical activity with this knee. So.
Oh, you can start walking the streets again?
Yes.
Nice. All right, I got a few corners already lined up for when you can get back to work.
Bills, baby, bills.
Go, Rick. What did you do to her that she had to get stitches in her knee?
Dude, it's what she does to herself. She can take on 5 individuals at once. Fuck, I didn't put that up there. I didn't even get paid for that as a pimp.
There's two checks a month, so it's like out of those 2 days, the knees kind of get tore up.
This isn't China where the child's son gets to do that to the mother.
Oh, this isn't a communist country yet?
No.
Okay, so I guess I'll wait until then.
It wouldn't matter anyways. I wouldn't even deal with that shit.
All right. I'll talk to her, and I'll get back to you.
All right, they're gonna go head up to Chris's house.
All right. Tell him I love him, and he's a cocksucker.
Sure, it's your nephew's birthday.
Don't tell him in front of the kid. All right, love you, Mom.
All right, baby, I love you. Bye, guys.
See you, Mom.
Everybody say bye. They're on mute.
Bye, Prophet, Mom.
Yeah. Okay, see you, Ma. I'm a little disappointed. I thought we were in a monogamous relationship, but doesn't sound that way.
She's going to visit my baby brother. Relax, Rick. It's okay.
Rick getting jealous.
All right, love you, Mom. Bye.
Bye, baby. Love you.
My mom.
Hey, Rick, that's right. Rick, you better be like, hey, look, this is us, me and you, nobody else. Come on, man, you gotta lay down the line, Rick.
Let Pimp hand out and fucking smack that down. You don't let her do that.
Yeah, my mom would have been at each one of you on this whole screen, dude, across the fucking country. Just.
I like Prophet. What the fuck, man? This lady goes through all the hell of birthing you, raising you, and shit like that. Let you put her out on the fucking streets, and you can't even get your mom some fucking knee pads to keep her knees from getting all fucking cut up.
Dude,
What
she's
the
got
hell?
knee pads, man. And you know, sometimes when you
It doesn't
go to
sound like
get up and you go to work real quick because you're half asleep because you've been working really hard the day before and you happen to forget something. Well, she tends to forget those. I tell her just to leave them on.
You would think those calluses that she's built up all over the years would be thick enough, you know?
Yeah, you got to get the
Those
ones for like
calluses
size
are probably-
style.
You trying to get in? You trying to get into your 40 acres mode? A little bit of fucking salsa dancing over there with that?
That's not me. I don't know who that was, but I'm down.
That was
that was Prophet. He was getting into his fucking 40 acre mode.
Oh
Trying to
shit.
fucking be like you, bro.
Yeah.
Good luck.
Is he coming to visit? We didn't know about it.
Speaking of 40 acres, now would be a hell of a time to plug that giveaway.
Yeah, so we're still running the Puffco Peak giveaway. Obviously, it's a 710 giveaway. It'll be running up till 710. You guys to qualify as an entry to win, go to the 40 Acres Instagram account, tag 2 people you know on this Puffco giveaway post. Follow Caribou Heart, and that's about it. If you guys are a paid Patreon or you join the Patreon for Caribou Heart, you get an extra entry to win the Puffco Peak. Again, just go on the 40 Acre Smoke Shop Instagram account. We'll try to get the link now on the YouTube along with the Patreon link if somebody could get that. Where's Raider at? Raider's usually all over that. But yeah, it's pretty simple, guys, man. Just tag 2 friends in the comment section of the post for the Puffco Peak giveaway. Preferably US. But I think we're open to Canada and everything, so make it fair at least. And again, if you don't dab, you could pick the magical butter machine. Also, we'll give up.
That's one hell of a giveaway. 40 Acres. Thank you. We really appreciate that. And once again, thanks for coming on as a sponsor for the show. We show the Patreon supporters. We should probably let them know who they are. Other people know. So we could shout them out and let everyone know how awesome they are, and just let them so they realize they have multiple entries into this. So freshly on board, we've got Uncle Rick. He gets to enter this one twice. Rick, thanks for helping out with the production of the show. We always appreciate it. And thanks for being a part of the show, man. We love you. You're a huge part of everything we do here. Ashley Latai. That's actually my girlfriend. You can give her a follow on Instagram. That woman is fucking absolutely amazing. Or she's BC Stoner Mom on Cannabis, helping to produce the show. We got Raider Dank Vader. He's helping us out. 40 Acres is just saying he's usually in the chat there.
He just showed up.
Raider just posted. He just posted the link for you.
Speak of the devil.
Beetlejuice that shit. We said his name 3 times. He showed up. Putting the links down there for us. Thank you, Raider.
See how that shit works. His ears
that's why we got Raider.
And then we also got Stony Rockefeller. We all know and love Stony. Him and his band Catachronic always jamming for us Friday nights. They wrote that song that we were talking about earlier. And if one of you guys can figure out how to pick that up off of YouTube and screen share it, we can definitely jam that shit out on this episode here. After that, we got Crazy Pop Mom. Crazy Pop Mom, you can see her rocking out with us every Friday night. We know we love you. Thank you for everything you do. You get an extra shot at the competition here. We got Hypothetical Genetics. You see him here. I believe we just let him into the panel. I'm on my phone. Sorry, Hype. I can't see you right now. And check his alleviating autoflowers out, man. This brother's kicking ass and taking names in the autoflower business. It seems like that he's getting a lot of attention, and it's all good attention is the most important thing right there. And I think it's last but not least, we got Canada's Finest, another grower online dispensary from the Caribou region close to Rick and I. And you can check him out. I believe it's canadasfinest.ca is his website, and he's also on Instagram. So, give him a look over and a follow too. And how is that? I don't think I stumbled or stammered too bad.
You did great, man.
I was impressed, buddy.
Yeah.
I just want to say one more thing about, two things about Patreon. Number one, I honestly, I don't know how much it takes to produce this show. I know Caribou. I think you pay a minimum of $25 a month for your Zoom account. Whenever we do giveaways, it's nice to at least be able to cover the postage, that kind of thing. So I'm not saying it takes a lot to put this out, but it just would be cool if we had a little account to cover this stuff. And also, now me personally, this is just, I don't know if it's a boomer thing, but when I tried to go to Patreon and then go patreon.com/Caribou Heart TV, I had a shitload of trouble. But the way I was able to get in was somebody put a link in our chat and I was able to go that way. So if I could please ask somebody to throw that link up in our chat, that would be cool.
Hey, I just wanted to let everybody know, in case they didn't know, that DB only grows in a 5-foot tent. So just pay attention to what's going on right now.
Absolutely, man. No, you're.
Is this the 6-footer? My 5-footer's over there.
Dude, when you were standing there, we couldn't see you. You looked like you were getting ready to beef somebody. Like you had this like body language look like, I'm fucking taking you on, motherfucker.
I was just saying that midget was going in and out of his 5-foot tent without even having to duck.
Yeah.
Got an apartment by now.
He's actually on his knees practicing. He's trying to build up them calluses.
Hey, while we're on the discussion of the Patreon and everything, I want to give a shout out to Uniform LED. They sell their products over there on Amazon. They were nice enough to give us a discount promo code for all the viewers. Yeah. It's Booth Crew. They do have a pretty good assortment, all the way from seedling, like 1x1 coverage, all the way on up to they got something that'll cover up to a 4x4. So if you're looking for some cheap, efficient, full spectrum lights, go on over there, use the promo code Booth Crew, and maybe if we can get enough stuff going on through them, we can start getting them in giveaways or something, hopefully one day, you know what I mean? So rock on. Appreciate everybody tuning in.
And what's that name again?
Uniform LED. Once I figure out how to like put a post up and stuff like that or link it from Amazon,
yeah,
I'll do it.
Thank you.
I put it later.
Thanks.
Oh, did the thing pull up?
No. Caribou, fucking Rod's mentioned he's got the video. If you wanted to play it.
Share content. I think I'll be able to figure this out. You want to throw on mute and let's see if I get this going.
Yeah, everybody mute yourselves. We're
Muted.
rock out.
Watch your ears, kids. You know how this will come out first.
Does it mean a dab hit time?
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Dab
everybody
time.
dab the fuck out.
Dab frog. Yeah.
Shit.
I can't wait to hang with Caribou and get my head straight. Wait, I can't wait to hang with Caribou and get my head straight. Wait, I can't wait. And this is trying to.
But yeah, I love that.
My girlfriend just said her dad has a cowbell, and if she gives it to me, that means I'm allowed to ring it.
Yes.
Booyah.
More cowbell.
That's awesome.
That work out?
That worked awesome, Rods.
Thanks.
I'm like in the
Thanks
blind.
there. So one of the things I fucking absolutely love about that song, I don't think I've mentioned this on the show. It starts off and it sounds like fucking Kiss. A lot like Kiss to me. But then it goes into the solo and it's like you're listening to fucking Leonard Skinner with that. It's got that 70s style fucking guitar sound to it. Or just
and
like
then John Popper comes in.
Yeah,
I love the harmonica ad, dude.
Yep, fucking right. So then we go back into sounding like Kiss again. It's just like it's just very well done. The fact that somebody would even be willing to do like someone wrote a song for us, man. Like how fucking cool is that? So and I've got that other full song. There's a full song that he wrote for us that I do have in my possession that I can actually start maybe putting a video towards. I just had so much shit on my plate there for a little while that I had to just kind of let that project slip by the wayside for a few weeks, but start working on that so we can get that one out. And then another, I actually offered to do a video for Stony and his band. If they just pick a song and send me some video and picture clips and stuff like that, I would actually say, nothing to do with our show or weed per se necessarily. Just I want to do a music video for them because I had a lot of fun doing that one, and I think I'll have a lot of fun doing the next one for us. And why not do something for them as well? Because those guys are freaking awesome. So I stopped talking so that
I just really like the fucking fancy dabs that you do in that video. I think we need more of that. We need like a whole dab reel of Caribou just doing like fucking like dab Olympic like shit.
Fucking maybe we should all be doing that actually.
That's
I've
been trying to tell you assholes this.
You gotta put a little effort. You gotta put a little effort, all right? Because I put a lot of effort in my Puff Puff Path video, guys. All right, you can put a little bit of effort in this. All right.
Hey, I don't know. I do other things. Fuck you.
Yeah.
Get in line, bitch.
Fluffy's the only one that has been sending me videos, so that's the fuck.
We can't post those videos. Those are special videos for you.
And it wasn't like I didn't try to send you a video. You just couldn't pull it down.
Well, because I figured out how to do it from email, and I think I figured out how to pull them off of Instagram too. I'll have to relearn it, I suppose. But if I learned it once in the last month or so, I could probably learn it again fairly quick the second time.
I gotta have Uncle Rick teach me how to send videos.
Donnie, just start fucking around. You'll accidentally figure it out.
Yeah, just keep hitting buttons.
Fluff. Don't tell me that because you yell at me about every 3 days for being in the wrong room.
Yeah.
And that's always by accident because you know what happens? I'll be typing in my message and somebody will say something and I'll accidentally hit that button and then it goes to that page and then I'm like, fuck.
Right after he posted those, dude, he was like, oh, fuck, I'm in the wrong room. I'm like, Johnny got lost. And then here comes Fluff with the hammer. It's like, he knows, relax. Calm down, gotta bore us.
Hey, but I knew it was coming.
Yeah, so did I. That's why I made a comment.
You guys know how, like, in the army training movies, they'll show, like, them, like, crawling through the mud under the barbed wire and shit with, like, fake bombs and shit like that going off? I want everybody doing that but to get to the dab rig at the end of it. Now, that's dedication.
You want me to build an obstacle course through my yard?
Just barbed wire.
Just barbed wire?
Yeah, it's really super.
Well, that's mighty nice of you. At least you didn't say razor wire,
I think if I put up some weird obstacles, like some PVC obstacles and shit in my garden, my veggie garden, I might be able to make it look really cool.
Okay, here's the best part. Everybody pick a different theme. So Prophet has to do the military crawl through the barbed wire and the mud.
Fuck, man.
Fluffy, you have to turn your obstacle course into like one of those horse shows where the horses jump over the giant pipes and shit like that. That we're just getting going. Like
if I'm gonna obstacle course this shit, I'm gonna start off on my roof. I'm gonna be running across my roof, off my roof, across the ground, underneath some barbed wire, over a wall, which will probably be my neighbor's fence.
Do I have to do this with one of those like horses on a stick things?
Well, no, what we want is one of those butt plugs with the horse's tail hanging out. You gotta shove that up your ass.
Yeah, that's probably not.
I like my job better. You can have that, Fluff.
Oh, you didn't know about the M16 antenna that had to stick out of your ass?
I didn't know I was a communications officer, but okay.
That's right. That's why you're going through. You gotta have the fucking communications antenna.
All right. And boofing the CB. Here we go. The enemy will never find it.
Hey, Caribou, I don't have barbed wire because it brings back bad memories, but I do have a little bit of electrical wire I could set up for the course.
As long as you promise to trip and fall up in it. Everybody.
Piano wire.
Yeah, we can do that. So that's what
John
has
no. If it's electrical wire, dude, he has to piss on it.
Okay, so now who's the least agile person here? Because that's who we want doing like the dog show type obstacle course. Because we're going for funny here, right? So Uncle Rip, unfortunately, you're probably gonna have to break both of your hips to dedicate to the cause.
That sounds fair.
We love you. We love you. Just remember that as you're laying there hurting, that it's because we love you.
We're gonna be sending mad love to you.
Take one for the team.
He's already banging my mom. He already took one for the team, guys. Jesus Christ.
Okay, well then Driz is gonna have to break his hips on the dog obstacle course. Sorry, Driz. Rick kind of took a bigger one when he.
Sorry, that ain't gonna work out, man. I gotta take care of my disabled wife. That ain't gonna happen, dude.
Fuck. Okay, I'll do the dog obstacle course and break their hips. I'm already in bad shape, I guess. Somebody's got to do it.
No, you know who would be perfect for that one? Sam.
Ooh.
Oh. He's furry. He used to be furry. Now he's like a Mexican furless dog, right?
So he's furry.
Like one of those. He's gonna have.
He's like a hairless Chihuahua.
Yeah. I wonder if he shivers now.
He does shiver.
I'm fucking shivering in my house. The AC's on.
He's probably like one of those dogs that just like gets overexcited and just shakes and pisses. I could see Sam doing that.
Can't bring him anywhere to meet new people. He gets way too excited and pisses his pants.
Well, you see how nice he is, right? He's always like the nicest guy. Absolutely. I could see him peeing when he meets people. I love you, Bees.
He's in the chat right now.
I know he is.
When we really think about it, though, I mean, look how excited Johnny is all the time. Could you imagine him meeting somebody new? Like, I could totally see Johnny tinkling a little bit in his pants when he meets somebody new.
Hey, I'm not gonna lie. I think. Hey, when I met DP and Blazing Asian, I tinkled a little bit.
I could see Johnny trying to shove his nose up somebody's ass. Like, hey, how you doing? I could totally see that.
Wait, that's not how it works? That explains all the restraining orders.
Well, he's in a different state than you, though, Prophet. That's what it is. It's state laws.
Hey, we got a lot of requests in chat. I don't know if it works or if he wants
Was it to shut the fuck up?
No, does Indica want to fucking give a little hoop house walkthrough while he's in there?
Actually, we've hardly heard from him. I forgot he was even in here because I got
who?
I'd like to hear. I'd like to hear his normal saying.
Do you say 40?
Oh, Indica.
Oh, Indica. Oh, hoop house.
My God, one day, Prophet, you will be on this show.
I know. I'm trying really hard.
Hey, Fluff, and just think they leave him in charge every now and then.
That's fucking insane, man. But I haven't burnt the house down.
Behind that.
I haven't burnt the house down yet.
Prophet's the most reliable person. He has no life outside of this show. He just sits there and waits for the show to start. So
that's it. I just sit here. I sit right here. And when the show ain't on, I'm watching anime right there. And as soon as the show's on, I lift up the laptop and I'm like ready to go.
See, I told you.
We should be getting a lot of really good ads and stuff coming up, and some nice drawings and stuff with all that.
I actually have to restart my tattooing career. I need more income. So
yeah.
I'll be drawing and tattooing it a lot.
I'm right there with you.
All right, let's
I'm jealous, dude. You're fucking. You're fuck. Yeah, go ahead. Sorry, I'm
we'll
shut
talk
up.
about your tattoos later.
Shut up. Caribou, can you put him on speaker view?
Who?
Indica. He's doing he's gonna do the walkthrough. So if everybody shuts up and he says something.
Everybody mute yourself, because so last show sequence, or when we did that the breeders thing, sequence showed me how I can spotlight people. I don't know how to do that from my phone, so we'll do the usual speaker view, everybody mute, and just let Indica do his thing, because this is going to be awesome. I'm muting myself now.
All right, sounds good. Yeah, no, good morning, everybody. I was just waiting for all you fuckers to stop talking and just staying quiet, enjoying myself this morning. But yeah, good morning, everybody in chat. I can't see you guys. I'm on the cell phone here, so I figured I'd finally go live, man. Just finally get some shit in line so we can start being here more. But yeah, man, we're in the hoop house. I got to do a couple top dressings. We're gonna get ready. We're supposed to get some like 100-degree weather coming. So, but yeah, so we got Sour Bubba right here by Cashew Seeds, Wedding Cake, Ethos. I got to get in here, clean them up, stretch them out some more, tighten up the trellis nets. I got OKC by Ethos here. Shout out to Ross Jeff, man. I absolutely love Irie Genetics. Lemon Jeffrey right there. These were all started from seed, Fem Seeds. And then what do I got? Oh yeah, Candy Store right here by Ethos. All 15-gallon pots, Costa Maine. I believe it's the Platinum Growers Series mix. So these next two are clones off of Mrs. B's Orange Gasm. We kind of overwatered these at first, so they're a little behind. But they did come through. I lost probably about a week on them, unfortunately, but it's all right. And then shit, what do we got here? Another white wedding right here. And this is another orange gasm right here. As you can see the difference, from the ones back there. That's a clone too. They all cut the same time, came out here at the same time. You guys can see what a little bit of overwatering will do. But yeah, it's all right. You win some, you lose some. Another Sour Bubba. And then this is another OKC that was accidentally overwatered too as well. So, but she's starting to come back now. And then, yeah, Mrs. B's Orange Gasm. This thing's just a fucking monster. So that's in a 30 gal. Yeah. So we got to get in there, clean this up today. We got a ton of work. We pulled the whole harvest. So I've been trimming too. Just been nonstop. But yeah, I hope you guys like the walkthrough. So we're hoping for a kick-ass season. And yeah, just want to shout out everybody in chat. And too, another thing, shout out to Michigan Borough Grow Show, man. I can't wait to come out and meet you guys in July, man. I'm really looking forward to it. Meet some of the crew too, DP, Stony. Really looking forward to it, guys. Need a little vacation myself, so me and Mrs. B. But yeah, guys, cheers.
Thanks a lot for that, B. That's awesome.
Yeah,
man, absolutely. So we got water in here. I got a filtration system outside coming from the house. And then I got it piped in here. You got electric in here. Got to hook up a couple more fans today. We're just gonna get ready. We at one point in here it hit what was it? I think it was 128 degrees in here, man. So that's why there's a stretch going on. We hit high humidity, but I wanted to get some vents in the back wall, but money's got to be used elsewhere, unfortunately. So, but yeah, so we'll get through it, man. We'll kick ass this season, man. So.
Yeah, man, that shit looks gorgeous, dude.
Thank you, guys.
Fantastic
Thank you.
job.
Yeah, man. I just want to just thank everybody, man, from Cannabuzz to our crew here, all you brothers, man. I love you, and just everybody in chat, man. All the support and love, man. You guys keep me fucking going, believe me, and hopefully make this all come true someday for a living, man, and just put the dank out there everywhere, fucking, just good, clean product, man, so I just want to thank everybody.
Shit, looks like
yeah.
looks like you're in it already, living it.
Yeah, man. No, I am, man. I just, like I said, unfortunately out here, man, just laws and shit. Just I'm regulated to a lot of shit, and so I want to get rid of the 9 to 5, hopefully, or the 60, 70 hours a week extra that I don't. That work I don't enjoy. This work oh fuck, man, it's not even work, So and I want to be able to supply people in need, man, people that are suffering and need clean, good meds and just can't do it out here, unfortunately, so.
I have to agree with Chat, though. Keeper says the only thing that he really sees that could use an upgrade in there is that chair. So you should get a better chair.
Hey, man. Yes, it can, dude. And this chair, man, it's been with me for many years. This actually is the first chair I ever started had growing out here. It's been 7 years, man. We've been growing in this area right here. So I was like, fucking, we went up to the 4 this morning, just Mrs. B had to work, and so I've been out here getting shit done, taking shit care at home. We got allegedly we got like 30 orange gasms at home waiting to hit the flower room. So we're gonna do a couple upgrades in there. Get with Mr. Rods too, and huge shout out to you too, Mr. Rods, man. Get with you, and we're gonna do a couple upgrades too. And then, we're going to hopefully be out of this state into a new state, guys. So
I was just going to ask if you still had your indoor going right now, along with this. That's a lot of fucking work you got going on right now.
Yeah, man. So I work from 7 in the morning to 4 or 5 o'clock at night. I'm on call. And then I run this out here. And then we have a full garden at home. So that, we're doing it, man. We're living it. I grind. I just believe in this so much. Cannabis changed my life, saved my life in many ways from all my health issues. And, just meeting you guys, man, all this love and support in this community, man. I want to, I hope to die someday, we'll say, and just make one, not a huge impact, but some type of impact, some positive impact, man, when I leave, within cannabis. So, yeah, man, we hustle hard and grind hard out here. So,
I hear you, man. I mean, I know how much work it is. Just, a lot of us know, just keeping a veggie garden, with your indoor garden can be a fucking giant pain in the ass. All this shit requires a lot of work. I think people over glorify this shit, think it's just easy growing.
Yeah, no, absolutely, man. I agree. A lot of people I was watching, I forget what thing it was the other day. I think it was Jeremy Build the Soil, the episodes he's doing. Shout out to him, man. Dope ass series he put out in organic growing and shit. It's just like, a lot of people think, water only, and get away, just dump it outside, do this, and I'm gonna, whatever, man. Nah, it's not. I'll say this year, we're finally blessed, man. We got, some type of cover and etc. I mean, I have no pest issues so far this year. With last, all the other years being out here in the same area outdoors, man, it was a fucking battle, so it's not easy, man. That's for sure,
Tell you what, just keeping track of the feeding schedules on 2 different grows is a pain in the ass. I had to work out a system, because they're not on different days, because the ones are in 3-gallon pots and they empty out like 2 days. They're done. They need to be refilled. The other ones in 5-gallon pots, shit, it's out in the garage. It's, not that hot out there, low humidity. Christ, those things last like 4 days. So I don't want to overwater. So you got to be on different schedules. It's a pain in the butt.
Yeah.
No, absolutely. I agree there, Drizzt. It can be, man. That's kind of where we're at. We got plants in all different stages and, trimming, and it's just, it's a lot, man, so yeah, but we all make it work, man, somehow, some way we do. So,
I noticed,
and like me, Well, and like me, all my stuff's very, organic outside. I do very little when it comes to feeding my outside plants. You know what I mean? But I got a whole different fight. I'm fucking dicking with PM, bugs, fucking other animals coming out trying to eat my shit because I'm not in a house or anything. I'm just out allegedly I'm my, veggie garden. But, just, out there, PM's not the worst thing I've ever seen, as long as it doesn't get out of hand. But the second it gets on my cannabis plant, you have a problem. So, I got to keep that shit from everything. I got to keep those bugs away. And, that good fertile soil, it loves that shit, weeds. I'm constantly out there fucking with weeds and everything. It's just, yeah. And then you got to come in, clean yourself, do all your good stuff that you do before you come down and fuck with your good, clean indoor garden, which we all know I don't do that great a job of.
We all know I do, man. That's the damn part,
exactly. Two polar opposites talking about the same thing.
Yeah. So Indica, I noticed you've got the yellow sticky traps set up throughout your garden. Yeah. I also know what are the blue things there?
Yeah, so the blue ones are the same. There's sticky traps. Those are just more meant for, we'll say, like white flies, like flying bugs, we'll say, like those size, those bugs, I guess we could say. I just set them up because it was such a time process, we'll say, with all the shit going on. There were some bugs that got trapped in here before I got the screens and shit, back wall door on, all that shit. So I put those up just to try to catch those, you know what I mean? They're not anything bad. I don't have any pests on the plants or in the soil. I've just been doing weekly IPMs, and then I'll go around the whole hoop house too, and inside as well on the edges and shit too with whatever I'm using.
The way I understand those traps, I use them myself, and they should be considered like an indicator of a problem. You still got to have, like you just said, Indica, you've got to have a proper IPM regime, preventive maintenance, absolutely, and then if you that's really easy for you to identify that, we got a problem, and so we'll have to address that specifically.
Yeah, absolutely. I agree, Uncle Rick. Yeah, I try to keep it pretty clean in here, sweep it once a week, you know what I mean? I try to really make sure, and so far, knock on wood, I mean, this has been, in the 7 years we've been here or in this area, this has been one of the easiest years, I'll say, pest-wise, and it's
cool.
It's been a relief.
Yeah, I'll bet. Yeah, it can be a challenge.
Son of a bitch. You know what, guys? I was just in Top Chat. You know what we need to do?
Yeah.
We need to go over there and flip that over to live chat, so you have your best chatting experience, everybody.
Yeah, I just got caught myself. And Indica, could you please do your thing as far as well, like nobody else can, okay?
Absolutely, I can. And I'll end it with that. Guys, if you're enjoying yourself and having a kick-ass time on the Sunday Wake and Bake with us, go hit that like button, that thumbs up. And if you don't have to subscribe to the channel yet, subscribe as well. And if you can, go hit the Patreon too as well. Go check that out. Thank you everybody for all your love and support. Everybody in chat, everybody who comes and watch these videos after we go live. Thank you guys. Thank you for all the love and support. We really appreciate it.
Yeah, I really want to thank our chat again, and there's just so many people in there, and I consider each and every one of us friends. It's just so cool, and I want to say hi to everybody. I'm just running through here, but there's who was the one? There, yeah, Buzz of Smoking. I want to say hi to you. And it was him that suggested when he was on our show, actually, that, maybe we should do something in the way of a barbecue. So everybody at home can do their barbecue thing, and then we can compare notes on Zoom, and we can compare notes in chat, and throw that favorite chunk of protein on the Barbie, and have some fun with that. So we should set that up one day.
You talking like all of us have a cookout while live streaming one of the shows?
Let's
should do it
do
on the
virtual
4th or
barbecue.
something, man.
So what do we do? Like a Friday night one, or I mean,
Well,
nobody
Like
wants
a
to eat.
4th of
Nobody wants to
July
eat steak
special.
that early.
Okay,
A
I'll
lot of
be
people
honest.
do that for the 4th of July or something.
Oh, we
Yeah.
do that.
What was
I
that?
don't. What you got? Don't listen to him. What you got in mind?
Well, because it was Buds of Smoking's idea, I would like to maybe plug into his time schedule because he's so much further ahead. Now I know that throwing a steak on the barbecue at 6 in the morning, may not be that appealing, but what the hell? I'll take one for the team.
Actually, you know what?
I do
I'll
it.
make eggs. I'll throw some eggs with that, and I got steak and eggs. So I mean,
Yeah.
and some hash browns, so it could work.
Yeah, we could have some fun with that. I'd love to do that before.
We'll have to talk to Buds and
7.
figure out like his actual time difference between, because me and you have a 3-hour time difference. Never mind.
I believe. Now I could be wrong, but I believe his is like 7. Maybe. If you could just tell us in chat what time it is in South Africa, Buds of Smoking, and just something we can work on.
It's
But,
11 o'clock at night there, Uncle Rick.
Well, are you just
Holy
Did
shit!
you pull that fucking number out of a hat, buddy? Or come on?
No, I'm just a genius when it comes to math.
Then why did you ask me if like this plus this equaled this the other day?
I just wanted to make sure because when it was, I don't know. I didn't want to. I'll talk to you later about that stuff.
Fair enough.
Oh, shoot. Hey,
what did he ever answer? What time is it then?
Well, he just acknowledged the
7 hours.
idea of doing it because he's quite a
It's
cook.
4 o'clock. It's 4 p.m. right now.
He's quite a cook in his own right, and also he does stuff with infused cannabis oil, that kind of thing. I think it'd be a shitload of fun. I really do. So
so an infused barbecue. That would be even more fun.
You guys keep up on that shit because that motherfucker makes some good looking food. I mean,
Hey,
it tastes half
that's
as
what I
good
was
as it
just
looks.
gonna say.
Holy shit.
To have one of his cookout meals is one on my bucket list, man. That's like one of the top 2 on my bucket list.
I remember.
Yeah, I think I would fly his ass here for that.
He was like, damn, I don't understand. If I bought a case of 24 and I only drank 3, how come there's only 1 left? You know,
what kind of math is that?
Oh
shoot!
I'll get it.
Hey, listen, I was hoping that the panel or the chat could help me with since this is the first time I've used, and we had this conversation briefly. I've used the Happy Frog soil, and I used the Ocean Forest soil mix. We talked about it before, which is better for the autoflowers, and I think it was Fluffy. You suggested that maybe do something like a lasagna thing with them. So my curiosity, first of all, I did the lasagna thing last time, but I forget if I put which I put on top and which I put on the bottom. And then I was
the Ocean Forest on bottom and the Happy Frog on top.
Okay. Now, my other question is what is the difference? I know that the price, I believe the price was the same for both bags, but one bag, I think it was Happy Frog, was bigger. It was like, I think this Ocean Forest was 40 liters and the Happy Frog was 55 liters. I can't remember what it was.
Yeah. The Happy Frog is a lot more inert media, and it has way less nutrition in it. And it's mixed a hair different. I don't remember the ratios on it, but it's mixed a hair different. So, you get kind of a more compact soil with the Ocean Forest, and it's a little bit hotter, it has more nutrients, but it's a little heavier, I would say. The Happy Frog's a real light soil. It's real lightly amended. It's easy on plants that don't need a whole lot.
Okay, cool. Thank you. Yeah. Okay, I did have a couple of other topics I just wanted to throw out there. One, I'm so far behind in okay. This is what I do. I watch a lot of YouTube cannabis podcasts, and I also listen to them in my vehicle. But because of my hearing, what I have trouble unless it's a really good recording. Am I sorry? Am I keeping you up here, Fluffy? If it's a poor recording, I have trouble listening to it on my in my truck. So so there's two. Actually,
Gabriel, can you mute hype?
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought it was.
Yeah. So anyway,
Good.
thanks.
It sounded pretty perverted over there for a minute.
Anyway, when I think back, like I really have not been in.
I only found one
in the groove here for only like not even 6 months. This is all, even in spite of the fact I've grown this stuff for 35 years, but this whole social media thing is relatively new, like within the last year. And if I'm not mistaken, I believe the first podcast I ever got turned on to was Grow From Your Heart. And then it was the Do Grow Show, and I know, and two of those are the two podcasts that I choose to listen to in my vehicle because of the good audio that they produce. Where was I going with that? So anyway, yeah, so they're just downloaded automatically to my iPhone, and but I'm so far behind. I think I was listening to Rasta Jeff, and he's still, like, in my world, he's back in February sometime. Why am I going down that road? Oh, so anyway, I'm listening to those podcasts now. And by the way, and then again, a boomer moment. This whole Discord thing is like so far over my head. And the podcast I listened to yesterday, Rasta Jeff confirmed it. He said, "Yeah, we got a great Discord, but crew, but he said it's you got to jump through a lot of hoops and to get into Discord to make it work for you, and it's just like way too much for me." But he did mention that our friend, God, I'm bad with names. Dave's not here. I'm sorry. Dave's not here. What he does is he looks after the auctions for Rasta Jeff in Discord. So that just came to my attention. I know he's mentioned it casually on our show, and I just want to say that's cool. But I'm still having trouble getting to my point. Okay, here it goes. So he was Rasta Jeff was talking about how you get high in different environments. I guess we can put it that way. For example, say you go to a concert and get high, or say you go out in nature and get high, and you're going to get a relaxed feeling. But say, for example, you have to go to court. Your state of mind might be different. If you're in a stressful situation, you walk into a store, you're the only one high, and everybody's looking at you strangely. You get a different different high type of feeling. But I wanted to take that a step further, in that again, talking about cannabis, and sometimes you'll see a description of a certain type of cannabis that is good for if you suffer from PTSD, if you are looking for something to give you a better appetite or help you sleep, and so on. But I'm also thinking about I'm thinking about each and everybody's what was it called? Our endocannabinoid system, in that we all of our system, each and every one of us, our systems are different. So wouldn't that lead to me getting a certain effect from a certain type of cannabis, and somebody completely different getting a different effect?
Yeah, it's just like regular drugs. So like you have people that would say prescribe amphetamines. Okay,
You
that's
just say it's just like regular drugs.
Yeah, well, it like, fucking like check it out. So like the easiest way for me to break it down is you have people that take, Adderall. They have ADHD. It helps them focus. But if you don't have it, it's more like speed for you. You know what I'm saying? And like on the downer note, it's the lower grade note. Those people sometimes that take downers tend to go to sleep. Others are more motivated. It all depends on the particular brain, which is completely correct. And now you have two strains of a sativa and indica, one being up, one being down, is going to affect an individual differently than what the read up may say for them because of their particular brain and endocannabinoid system.
Yeah, they're starting to find out that people are actually kind of allergic to some terpenes, and that some terpenes cause, some adverse effects, stuff like that. And I thought that was pretty interesting as well. Like it specifically happens more so with a live plant, raw plant. They'll be going through trying to do trimmings and stuff like that, and they'll end up with all sorts of rashes on their skin and everything like that. But they said it's only with certain strains, and when it's actually touching them live versus when it's dead, or if it's if they've already cut it and it's hanging and it's been hanging for a while, they can go in there and process it and it doesn't really affect them too much. But with the live plants, I believe it was actually Rossi Jeff that I was listening to that he was talking about something like
that.
Yeah, I don't remember.
Yeah, I was gonna say, yeah, Russ Jeff is big on wearing long sleeves in the grow room, wearing a hat, wearing sunglasses, keeping your skin covered. Not just for the plants, but also just for the grow lighting itself. A lot of them are putting out not necessarily the greatest of light spectrum for our skin for long periods, especially those that
I'll take it all.
Yeah, I forget. Somebody else was just talking about it. Maybe it was on the Michigan show where they were saying that they found out they were, or maybe it was, shit, I don't remember. Somebody was just talking about it. Said they didn't even realize they were allergic to it until they actually went to the doctor. And then the doctor was like, we don't find anything. So they found out it was just like this specific strain that was doing it to them. God damn, who was that we were just talking to? It doesn't matter. Anyway, but yeah, that's weird that happens and interesting.
Rick, what else you got there from the show and tell?
Yeah, I thought I just about went through everything, but I tell you, I'm really, really excited about my progress in the garden. So maybe I'll just give you a little show over there if I can figure out how to do it. Okay.
We're always down for that.
Okay, we'll see if we can pull that off.
I think I actually might be in charge. Hold on a second.
No,
if so, I'll give you speaker view. Yep, I'm in charge.
Y'all want to see something funny while he's figuring that out? Y'all
go ahead, you're on speaker.
Figuring all that out and then realize that you did it backwards and you need to switch it around.
Been there.
Yeah.
Who called it?
It always goes.
It happens.
So we're gonna watch DP build this fucking like 2x2s and take 3 hours and shit.
It's gonna be upside down, like the whole entire tent's gonna be upside down. Plant's gonna be hanging from the ceiling.
He just said it's backwards.
It's gonna be like, I don't know why the door doesn't zip down when you try to zip it down.
No, the door of the room he needs to put it in. That's the funny
thing. I think it's time for me to just go ahead and.
This tent's supposed to be laying down, right?
I'm gonna go hide and hotbox a tent for a while, guys.
He done built this shit, and now it ain't gonna fit through the doorway of the room it needs to go in.
Rick, you just let us know when you're ready, buddy.
Oh no! See, you didn't realize he only has one room. It's okay.
That's it.
Yeah.
Douche, bro. You don't gotta.
I got one big room, but you know what? What's cool about this studio? It does have a little walk-in closet and a walk-in kitchen instead of just being a big square with it in there. So I
Oh,
did
that
get
little
both.
2x4 nook was perfect.
Yeah, right.
Rick, oh, you trying to come back in on it? Okay, gotcha.
On a device,
Gotcha. Yeah, all right.
So meanwhile, if anybody's missed it in the chat, we're doing that Puffco Peak giveaway. It's the original Puffco Peak. Go on the 40 Acres Instagram account. Tag two
He's got
people.
Rick's session.
Make sure you follow Caribou Heart. You get an extra entry if you are one of his Patreons or you subscribe to be one of his Patreons. And that's about it. Let's hand it over to Rick. I'm going to mute. Everybody should mute here. Let Rick do his thing. Thanks again, guys.
Okay. If you can hear me, Yeah. Well, I guess I'm assuming you can.
Yes,
okay,
we can.
Well, first of all, I'll just let you know what's going on. Yeah, this is all my autoflowers. So, oh, where am I? Yeah, okay. Am I showing you the autoflower?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. So I've just got 4 of those going right now. I only popped them like 2 days ago, and I'm really excited about those. And yeah, so yeah, I'm gonna just keep it like the sun starts over there, and it'll be about here by 1 o'clock and over there by about 5 o'clock. So I thought I'd just keep it behind this little barricade here for the next couple of days. And yeah, so
what kind of medium you got in there? Is that just super soil or? I think we lost him.
I wanted to ask what strains it's got going.
Yeah, that too.
He's got them all going.
He just showed them off. He didn't want to tell us. Douche.
We definitely lost him, but then we're gonna see him like come into his frame, but froze over there. It's gonna be really weird.
Oh, that's right. He's still over here. He's still got his own box still going.
And, Uncle Rick thinks he's so fucking special. He gets 2 boxes.
Not even that. He could be a chair and still be
He's
there.
got 2 boxes and he ain't even in one of them.
And
He's fucked up, man.
That's amazing.
Sounds like
I
profit.
need that status, man. I need that status because I would start a channel and I would just be like, hey guys, all right, boom, and walk away and it'd just be a chair.
Prophet talking to himself in a bunch of different boxes. I can see
Oh,
that.
that would be great.
Hey,
I mean,
I got 5 of your resin autos going into dirt today.
Hey, get it? Are you going in ground or are they going in pots?
They're going in the ground probably.
Which do you want? I was thinking about putting 2 of them in the ground and 2 of them in dirt.
Perfect.
Or 3 of them in dirt in pot.
Hell yeah, run all side by side.
Just to see if I could tell any difference at all.
Yeah, exactly.
Hey, I think we just saw we're looking at Rick's flux capacitor engine.
Hey, Profit.
Yeah.
I'm gonna toss in an extra pack of seeds too, because I just got some, and this guy told me to pass out some of them. So there's hurtings for that little giveaway with your whatever that is, back massager. These ones are Hurton Albertan Space Force times Alaskan, and then the other one is gonna be Bobby's Bears.
Ooh.
Autoflowers. So you're gonna get photos and autoflowers.
John,
and a massager. And a special place massager.
Back massage.
Can you hear me, boys?
You want back in, Rick? All right, you're up.
Okay. Sorry about that, a little technical difficulty, but here we go. Okay, so here's the pump and all the shit that goes with it, and the filter and more. And this is my timer up here. And like I said, I got like 90% of it, 99% of it's working. And then this pipe goes up and into my room. And this is my room. And my tables. And yeah, so this is the manifold. I got two lines running to each container. these are these air pot containers, and this is the distribution. These cones go over the plant and distribute the nutrients to the cocoa. And yeah, so
you got a great setup, and that's that FloraFlex manifold. Those are 8 out, and you're just putting 2 per plant, so you're using it as for 4 plants there, double drip.
This is yeah, these are the FloraFlex manifolds. Each manifold has 8 quarter-inch feeding lines, and so each manifold will look after 4 plants. So each one has got 2.
What's up with the dog collars?
Say it again.
You like those dog collars? How do you keep how do you know your ports are clean?
Yeah, it's going to be, it's going to be trial and error. I'm going to start by ensuring that my nutrients are as clean as possible. I'm only going to run nutrients, the FloraFlex powdered nutrients, through the system. Every other additive, recharge, and so on, I'm going to water right through that hole right there, through a separate reservoir. I don't want to mix anything other than the FloraFlex powdered nutrients.
Did you always have automation, or this is your first time going to automation? Did you hand water everything before?
Absolutely. Yeah, I was hand watering through a what do you call it? A gravity system. I was doing all my watering individually. Yeah, no, it was a big job.
Yeah, no.
And near the end, I was watering like my last run. I was watering twice a day.
It can't be, life has its own needs, but I can't imagine that being too consistent.
Yeah, so that's the primary reason that I went to this system is because what I want to inevitably I want to be watering 4 to 5 times a day instead of one big watering. I want to do like 4 or 5 small waterings to try to keep the media moist at all times.
Nice.
Yeah. So. Yeah,
you picked a couple things years, huh?
I'm sorry, what was that?
You picked up a couple things in 30 years.
Yeah, well, yeah. Unfortunately, it took me like 35 years to figure this out, but anyway, we're getting there. So, yeah.
That's awesome.
Okay. Okay, so I'll just upstairs here is where that's my RO reserve, and then below that is my that's where I have been mixing my nutrients up until now, and so from now on it'll just be like molasses or recharge or anything other than the FloraFlex nutrients. So, okay, so that's the end of Rick's show and tell.
Well, thanks, bro. That was pretty cool.
Look great.
Hopefully my state can make up their mind one of these years, and we can get something done over here. Which I doubt the home grow should probably take years after legalization here. We're just medical, and if that ever comes to rec, there's too many big name ballers out here. Go Boys is coming out here. Cookies is setting up out here. They don't want anybody going to rec. Those guys.
I think we all need to remember that we need to stop wanting fucking legalization and start wanting decriminalization and just fucking descheduling. Because the legalization is just going to bring everybody in that we don't want. They're going to fucking ruin the market. It's going to fuck everything up. So we need to kind of quit preaching and educate people that legalization is not the route. It's the fucking decriminalization and the descheduling.
I think federal will actually come first before Florida even comes to mind. You know, and it's gonna happen whether it's big pharma or big names. Those guys got their foot in the doors already with all this hemp shit. And there's always gonna be, you know, the brand name that you can find at any little freaking walk-in supermarket, and then you're gonna have your local craft. And that's what everyone's gonna have to just fall back on. Like there's craft bread, there's craft freaking wines you can only find in your local area. When you travel, you'll be fortunate enough to find that grower that has that craft. But you know, we're nobody in comparison to these big names. Those guys are controlling everything.
See, the part that worries me is you talk about legalization. Legalization opens the door for just the big money to come in and scoop everything up. And that's all. You know what? There's going to be a small market even when they legalize. You'll have all that. But the part that worries me about the whole thing is look at tobacco. Tobacco is a natural thing. That's just like every. So right now we preach all these clean meds and everything else, but as soon as fucking Marlboro and everyone gets it, they're gonna start spraying their fucking crops so they don't lose everything. They're gonna fucking pass shit that says it's okay. As soon as they start mass producing this stuff, it's no longer clean medicine and it's no longer clean fucking smoke. They're gonna ruin it like they did tobacco. Yeah. I mean, it's just the way it's gonna fucking work. That's why we need to not get on legalization.
Once they start putting patents out, they can do whatever they want.
Yeah, they're gonna Monsanto all those fucking seeds, bro. Mm-hmm. Ain't nobody gonna force anybody to buy that shit though. If they decriminalize, that's where I'm at. Look, it ain't legal until I could just throw some seeds in my yard like tomatoes or some shit. You know, when I could do that, that's when I think that's freaking legal. You know, decriminalize 100%. You can walk in somewhere and buy yourself a pack of seeds and a pot of soil and shit, and go to your house and put the thing on your balcony or whatever. You know. That's legal.
But I have to actually jump
on. Mass is kind of like that.
But Blue Kiss Gardens here says like tobacco should be illegal. No, tobacco shouldn't be illegal. The shit that they put on it to process it and sell it and fucking everything else, that shit.
Dude, they turn it
it's
into
a goddamn leaf. Just fucking leave it alone. You know,
you turn it into crack.
Roll it up
ammonia.
And smoke it. That's the way it's supposed to be.
You can buy tobacco seeds and grow them in your house. You can make your own alcohol. You just can't open up a business doing this shit. You know. That's how it needs to be.
Right. Well, and everything. I mean, hey, no one said you can't grow fucking tobacco and sell it. I mean, right. There's a tax on it. It's the same thing. You can fucking do it, but just like everything else, because they legalize it and they put it in the field, now you have to fucking have all the regulations on it. And when they start putting the regulations on it, then you start putting the chemicals in it to make it fucking good for, you know, for shelf life and shit. I don't give a fuck. We need to not worry about shelf life and stop over farming the shit so that, you know, they don't have to do this stuff. And motherfuckers who like get drunk and like have their cigarette in bed and fucking kill themselves, you know, because they light their shit on fire, you know, then now we have to have fire safe fucking paper. Like, and the second that stuff happened, it was like cigarettes became absolutely disgusting to me. I used to enjoy it a bunch, but as soon as that fire safe paper came out, it was fucking terrible. So, you know, like, fuck them. I'm so sick of all the shit that they put in everything that we have, you know, that is everything. They just over chemicalize everything so it can sit on a fucking shelf.
I always use bread as an example, because you go to the grocery store and you get a pack of bread and you look at the ingredients and this freaking list of ingredients. Yeah. You go home and make a loaf of bread. It's like three ingredients, dude, and one of them comes out of your tap, you know, or filtered water or whatnot, dude. So it's crazy, man. Yeah, it's a rabbit hole, man. We don't want to go there.
Yeah,
it is a rabbit hole. I mean,
I could drag us down one hell of a long one if you want, but
I mean, that's the thing that we all need to look at. You know, when they start getting this shit into the big business, right? Your cookies is going to be your next Marlboro. What are they going to start spraying on shit that's going to fucking, you know, make their stuff last longer, smell better longer for the fucking wrong reasons? Like, it's completely the wrong reasons.
They don't got to spray shit right now. They can't keep that shit on the shelves long enough. Motherfuckers are camping out for 3 days deep for those stores to open. Shit. That's like fucking Black Friday, Best Buy.
I like farmers markets. The cannabis farmers markets.
My shitty ass mids are better than the shit they're putting in those Mylar packs half the time these days, man. I mean, I've seen some shit that somebody brought over, some cookies, and I was like, you paid how much for that shit? Like, it blew my mind what they're putting in there. And you know what I mean? At least these other people are spitting on it and giving you a nice clean jar and shit. Glass jar with all the nice labeling of all the different terpenes and the effects and stuff like that. Cookies is like, nah, buy my name real quick. Here you go. Here's $100 for an eighth. You know, and it's just like, what? And I want them out there. Let those people go do that shit. You know what I mean? But don't shit on us for wanting to, you know what I mean, provide good, clean medicine to people and not have to charge somebody that kind of money. Because the people that really need it, you know what I mean? Like, can't afford that kind of shit.
Yeah, well, Cookies isn't growing meds, all right? Cookies, you know, that's not a thing. They might have started that way. They might have been a good company, but then they got popular, and well, we all know how that fucking leads.
Yeah,
they ain't growing
now
meds.
we got a company here in Illinois that's Cookies, but they just rebranded it for the Illinois sector, and they're coming in here using all his strains, like this cheetah, everything. You know what I mean? They're just calling it something else, but it's the most expensive stuff on the medical menu. You know what I mean? It's crazy. Just for a medical eighth of weed from them is $75. You know what I mean? And that's why I'm doing what I'm doing now. You know, and loving every minute.
Exactly.
Hey, so what tent are you building there, dude? Let's just should we be aware
No,
of
this is the one I had, the same one I had. I just had a little situation yesterday and had to.
Is it user error, or is it like you need the instruction book for that shit still, or?
Oh no, not at all. I'm just stoned as fuck, sitting here having a good time listening to you guys and putting it together in the process. You know,
backwards.
A little bit of
put it together backwards.
Put a little something new in it, trying something different. We'll see if it works. So, hey.
Hey.
So I'm picking up a couple of questions in chat. John is asking how I like those cones, and quite frankly, I've only been running tests over the last couple of days, which is just running straight water through. Today will be my first official watering. I'm quite excited about them. Each one of those emitters is designed in such a way that it doesn't. It sprays the water, or both of them spray the water around within the cone. So you're going to ensure an even distribution of water into your container. It also, because it's a cone, it is going to help keep the humidity down. And I think it's going to work good in that sense.
That's also going to help keep a lot in there too. You know, a lot of your moisture comes out through your top, so you might actually end up watering less than you think you might.
Keep it in.
You talking about the 360-degree sprayers they got, like in a claw machine?
Exactly. And
those things are great.
Yeah, and that's what they advertise in their website is the possibility that you're going to be watering less. Now, I don't know. Excuse me. I don't know if it's going to help with the possibility of fungus gnats, but I'm thinking maybe it'll confuse them a little bit more, trying to figure out their way in and out of that container. So hoping that's gonna fool them too. And Kingfisher asks what strains. I'm a monocrop kind of guy. I only grow one strain, and this particular run is Crunchberry Kush, and I've grown it before. It's about a 9.5, 10-week flowering strain, and it's a strong indica dominant, and really enjoy it.
What do you do? Keep a couple different moms, or you just run something different every time, or you run that same thing a couple times at least to hone it in, and before you change what it is, or?
What I do is what I do. You broke up a little bit there, 40 acres, but what I do, I get my clones from somebody else, from a trusted friend, and I also obviously I ensure that they're safe before I put them in my room. I incubate them.
Every run you do is the same one, or do you run that same one 2 or 3 times so you could at least learn if you've gotten it to its full potential? Usually I change it every grow.
Right. We know you monocrop, but do you run the same crop more than one time, in a row to to change what you're doing to it to try to see if you got all the potential out of the first run.
Oh yeah, okay, I understand, and the answer is yes. If I'm relatively happy with the results, I'll run it again, and I might maybe on the next run. The only thing I'll really change much is when I take it down. I might say, okay, I'm going to take some down in 60 days and maybe some down in 65 days, and just see if there's much difference. Other than that, I pretty much treat them all equally.
So your last run was a run of like the Charlotte's Web and the Slurricane, maybe, I think, right? Or was it all of Caribou's genetics?
Yeah, I had 4 different strains running, and respectfully, it just turned into a nightmare for me. It's just too much for me to comprehend. And now, especially, like at least when I was hand watering. When I was hand watering, I can look at the container or lift the container and say, okay, well, I guess this one's going to need a little bit more. But now that I'm automated, I don't have that control anymore. And so I was even freaking because I had some perlite that I was going to mix with my cocoa. And I thought, Jesus, if I don't get that mix down perfect, then the plants are going to dry out at different times, and I'm not going to have that luxury of giving each plant. So all my plants are pretty much the same. The root ball, the root system is pretty much developed the same, and I'm counting on them drinking the same amount of water all the way through. So, yeah. So that's it.
Hey, how did you like the stuff that you pulled down? Do you feel like that stuff was growing well in your system? Like I believe like the Charlotte's Web you really enjoyed. I do remember that. How did you like that Slurricane that you threw out from there?
Okay. And so what I did was right or wrong, and probably wrong, I took it all down at the same time, and I did go 10 weeks. I did run everything 10 weeks. The Charlotte's Web turned out really, really nice. The Slurricane, I'm really very, very happy with that. The Super Silver Haze, that could have gone longer. See, this is the Slurricane, and these buds are really nice, solid. I mean, you'd probably hurt yourself if you get that.
Don't drop it on your foot.
Yeah, you got to be.
That's drug abuse.
But the Super Silver Haze probably could have gone longer. It's still excellent quality, but it could have gone a bit longer. Yeah.
Nice. There's DP. He's trying to outshow you.
Yeah, he's got like spears going on. This shit looks deadly.
This was that Super Silver Haze from Caribou as well, and I could have let it gone longer as well. I wanted to take this one down a little bit earlier. I let one go a little bit longer, but that one had a little bit of heat issues, so yeah.
He keeps it preloaded in his dart gun. That shit's a fucking spear.
Yeah. These I'll grab the Durban Poison from that one. I took down super early because I had light leaks. Had some heat issues and left the tin open and went to work and forgot. But I mean, these things, if I would have let this thing really finish out, these things grew some real big spears. If that thing would have, if I could have let it finish out the last 3 weeks it really needed, that made sound. But yeah, it's gonna be some good smoke. It got to around week 10ish, so we'll see.
That looks beautiful.
I just learned how to spotlight, motherfucker.
You think it needed 3 more weeks?
Oh yeah, it definitely could have. All the hairs were still white. They were barely even orange hairs. All the trikes, some of them were just barely getting there on the milky side and everything. It definitely had some time.
That's just a photo from seed.
I'm sorry.
A photo period from seed.
Yeah, that's one of Caribou's crosses. This is a Durban Poison that was crossed with the White Widow Afghani. I popped 4 of each of his beans. Originally, somebody else was supposed to take care of them and run it, and they ended up just coming back over here. And so I flowered them. It was kind of not the most ideal situation, but I got to see a lot of really good characteristics out of these strains. And I was super excited with damn near every single one, even some of the issues I ran into going through it. Really solid crosses that are a lot better than the shit that was floating around here.
Hey man, just so you guys know, I figured out how to spotlight. I'm excited.
Thanks.
Yep, you've been spotlighted that whole time. You still are. Show us America's ass. There we go. That's what I wanted.
Can you spotlight this, please?
Give me a second. Go ahead. You're on.
It's okay. It's okay.
Ooh, this is fun.
Hey, we were talking
No, it
about,
isn't. Turn that shit off.
I'm working on it.
we were talking about heat issues, and tell me, I thought I heard this on a recent podcast, that the lighter, fluffier buds is can be a result of heat issues. And the way it was explained made some sense in that
Uh-oh, he froze.
Oh,
I was going to say, maybe the heat is evaporating the moisture within the bud, causing it to be airier.
so
remember, we're just complicated houseplants with feelings. So when we get hot, what do you want to do? Do you want to curl up in a ball and be all tight, or do you want to stretch out and let that air hit you?
exactly. So it's the plant's way of protecting itself, right? Yeah, makes sense.
Exactly. Same
Allowing
thing with
more
humidity.
airflow. So it allows more airflow through the bud.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And that's why my tops are always fluffier than my lowers. My lowers are always dead say F because that's where I've got honestly like the ideal. Whereas the tops of my plants, probably like top 3 inches, is a little bit hot, a little bit too close to the light. And then because I set it to where most of my plant is going to be in the ideal zone as far as in the light, accounting for density and light penetration. So I burned my tops a little bit.
So if you wanted to grow in optimal conditions, you would have your light higher?
Yeah, basically I kind of find a balance between, because I'm growing under LEDs, we know they don't penetrate quite as well as we would like them to, especially since I'm used to CMH. So when it comes to where am I going to place my light, if I know I'm only going to have 12 or 18 inches effective lighting of growth, do I want that just in the top 6-8 inches of my plant, or do I want it to penetrate a little deeper? I'll sacrifice the top 2-3 inches a little bit to light burn and a little bit of heat stress, but in the bottoms I get more growth throughout the plant.
Me personally, I probably want to put all my emphasis on making the tops of the plants the best.
You have enough to where you can do that.
I have enough.
I've seen your grow. Your grow is 6 times the size of mine. If I had 6 times my grow, I would probably focus on my tops. But because I only have my limited space and I'm growing for 2+, I try to balance that yield quality aspect.
I'm sorry. I was just going to say, so can we take off the big, this is a very confusing here. Can we go back to the, I guess we got the panel over here, but no, what I was going to say is I'm new at scrogging as well, and finding, trying to create that perfect canopy. So instead of having the tops up here, I want the tops, you know, like throughout this even canopy. And so I don't want to concern myself with penetrating and getting down to the lower. I just want that top, like maybe 8 inches or 10 inches. That's my optimal target area, if that makes any sense.
You're muted, Hype.
Sorry, thank you. I don't do the plants natural very often. It's very, very rare, and it's normally a tiny plant if I do it. Normally I do top it. I don't scrog it, but I do the training to try to get those, you know, 6 or 8 nice fat colas. I just like them to, personally, I try to keep it to where the cola is fairly even all the way down, to where like when I cut it off, it's the length of my arm. But it's also just as thick pretty much all the way through. But again, it's a personal decision. It's one that I've played with a lot of different ways, and that's the one that works out best in my setup with my set of LEDs that I'm using. Because I'm sure the new fancy ones probably do penetrate better, and you can keep it to where you're really focused on that like top 6 or 8 inches. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Seems like a lot of these like new vertical rack like system LEDs are made to be closer to the plant, but yet penetrate just a little better. Whereas I kind of like to actually like hang mine high and let them rip. So, you know, like I've got like my cannons, and I just grow up into them, man. You know, they're fucking strong, and the plant just naturally gets a little stronger as it grows up. Now, I did run into one where I actually had to turn one light off because the plant was so fucking pissed off. But the second I turned it off, man, that plant got so happy. But I was crazy surprised that it took half the wattage that I run normally. Like that plant was not having that much light, and I've never run into a plant yet that just got super. And this was still like 20 inches away from the plant. This wasn't like, you know, like all of a sudden they were getting close and I had to turn it off. They were like really pissed off way far away. So it's the first time I've actually run into like a plant that really showed phototoxicity. It was it. But yeah, these new ones, right? They're made to get right down on there. They penetrate a little better. So eventually, I'm going to try some of those. Even though I hate dropping lights, I hate adjusting lights.
I stick mine on yo-yos, but I get it because I do the same thing with my CMH. I just kind of hang it pretty much where it's going to be. I raise the thing like once, maybe twice. You know, because I have it right over the baby seedlings, and then like a week later, they're 6 inches higher, so I raise it again, and then I raise it one more time about 2-3 weeks later when they start to enter their stretch. And then it's left there like, sorry, don't grow any taller. Can't help you.
I think that's Hype. I think you got some noise in the background, thumping or something to that extent. Sorry, buddy. But yeah, from what I've seen lately on these LEDs on like advertising and shit like that, so I'm trying to carry something at the shop, is that they're more designed to keep them up close to the plant, have a lot more penetration through the canopy, and dial them down so you don't run them, you know, 100% at 6,000 RPMs, you know, their whole lifespan. Make them last a little bit longer, more efficient, a little bit cooler, and just keep them rising up with the plant, you know. But each his own. I don't fuck with that. But
see, to me, I mean, I think you need to. I like blasting the seedling too. I mean, as soon as I got something young enough, it's going in the tent. And it's getting a high amount of higher than what it should ppf, you know, across a seedling, and it's going to grow up and grow into more and more and more and more light. So as it's growing up, it's actually stacking tighter as it gets closer to the light. And then, you know, I've been kind of working this over years, so it's like my, you know, the system that I use, and it works out good for me, you know. And the theory behind it is just what I use is, you know, like when you plant a seedling out in the middle of a field and it gets nailed, as long as it gets some moisture, usually it's going to grow up to be one hell of a strong fucking plant because it just gets fucking blasted. And that's kind of the theory that I like to use. So yeah, I'll throw a seedling in a tent under fucking 500 watts of LED, but you know, that 500 watts is 4 foot away from it. So you know, as it's growing up into it, yeah, that plant just stacks and stacks and stacks. You know, and I have great luck with it. I mean, I don't hide anything. You know, I show everything I do. And it's pretty simple and easy, man. You know, the longest thing it takes me to do is mix my soils and things. So.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. Yeah, to each his own. He's got their method. You know.
Yeah.
Oh, I got to use my wetback yesterday. I bought a wetback I bought a wetback about a week and a half ago. Just because I was doing some extra house cleaning, doing a little deeper cleaning. And then yesterday, I was glad that I bought the wet option because I flooded a 10. I finally had one of my the auto pop float valves, the aqua valve. I finally had one of those fail, but it was my fault because I do that top watering thing once in a while, and I over top watered, so I floated the valve off of its little like stand, so it went up too high, and then it flooded my tent with 12 gallons of fresh nutrient. So yeah, I got to play with my wetback. Yeah, 3 loads on that wetback, by the way.
It took 3 rounds to get it all out, huh?
Yep, it's a 4.5 gallon capacity, something like that. So yeah, that was fun. On the other hand, though, if you're running automation, definitely have your wetback. It saves hours.
I've actually thought about, you know, if I was going to set up a system, I was just going to put basically like a sump pump down in the bottom of mine with a friggin' switch on it, so that the second it detects it, it just starts sucking it out.
There's absolutely no question when you're considering building a room is make sure you have a fucking drain. That's the number one. Before you think of anything, make sure you got a fucking drain. I've lived through more floods than I can even count.
I wish I would have thought of that.
Yeah.
My first time I flooded out my basement.
I actually, so like my basement leaks a little bit. I actually put one of my beds right next to where the water comes into my house. So my bed sucks up some of the water that comes in my house.
That's awesome.
They have those water sensor alarms also you could put. From the aquarium trade, we were taught to make a bin underneath the sump that if the sump ever overflowed or the aquarium overflowed, it would at least, you know, catch the majority in that sump area and that bin area. And then you have an alarm sensor, a moisture sensor there that sounds off or gives you a notification, lets you know that water's gotten there. And hopefully you have time. And there's so much nowadays that you could, I'm sure you could find a way to program something through your phone to be able to turn on and off all your pumps and drains and shit like that. It exists, you know, for the aquarium, and now with all these Wi-Fi switches, you know, Bluetooth apps and whatnot, there should be a lot of fail safes.
So I got to tell you a story. I used to work for the BC ferries that run up and down the coast, and the northern run I worked on. It was the Queen of Prince Rupert. It was well, we worked on board the ship 14 days and we got 14 days off, but it ran up and down the coast. And so there was day shifts and night shifts, and the night shift guy, and we were in port, and we all of our, well, the lowlifes quarters were all below deck. And anyway, the guy he's on the night shift, so during the day he's sleeping. And what happened was one of the sprinkler systems went off in a adjoining cabin, and the water came down and ran over into his cabin, and so started filling his area. So he wakes up and gets out of bed and puts his feet in the water, and he thought we were fucking drowning. Thought we were going down. Really fucked him up. And I thought it was funny.
That's super funny. That's like the whole when somebody's sleeping in the car, you just jam on the brakes and scream, so you scare the fuck out of them. It's kind of the same thing.
Yeah. But I've lived through so many floods, countless. But touch wood, my system now, it's the RO water coming in. I've got that on a float. So I mean, anything can break, but that's on a float, and then I use a drain to waste system. So I only use my nutrients one time, and they go into the cocoa. I get about a 10-20% runoff, and it goes into the drain. Boom. It's so beautiful. So
What usually
incredible.
goes on that RO unit first, since you have a float, and then you have a shut off valve. It's like a little box. It's a 4-way valve on the top of the RO. So when your float comes to a rest, it stops the pressure of the RO. That's what fails the most. So that you just got to make sure it's the valves are closed, closing back, and it's not, even if your float's up, it creates enough pressure to drip it out. If that shut off valve isn't working, that's the main culprit for that shit.
Yeah, for sure. Touch wood, it hasn't failed me, but yeah, I can see that being a weak point. But other than that, you name it, I've had
The
it.
most automated thing I got in my room is my clone machine. My lights aren't even on a timer. I'm the timer. Like, nothing is automated. I am there for it all. I collect the water. I put the water in. I am there for any malfunctions right then and there.
Yeah. Well, you can bet. Yeah. No, I hear you,
I've fallen into that problem where I got really automated, and I found it took a lot of time away from me being with the plant personally, and then the whole fear of constantly being like, okay, what's gonna go first? Because I mean, it's mechanical. It's made to break. It ain't gonna last forever. So it's like, what's gonna go first? And I got tired of
that's saying you don't want to drive your car because it's gonna break down. That's you get
whatever, man. I ride a bike or a skateboard, honestly. So yeah,
that shit breaks down too, or you get hit by a car. What the fuck?
But fucking A, man.
The trick to automation in anything is the fail safes. Is to design fail safes first and then build your automation around their fail safe. So if there's too much heat, you can have something that triggers your lights to turn off, or an exhaust vent, or back and forth, all that shit.
Y'all can get lazy and rely on computers to run your shit. That's fine. That makes you happy. I'm down with it.
Always remember your redundancies. So, if you got one pump, buy 2 pumps, put that shit on a loop. That way everything's fucking, if one goes, the other one picks up the slack. I always remember that.
Yeah, no, you're absolutely right. Absolutely right. I'm going to do that for sure.
Imagine this, Rick, on your reservoir for your RO unit, right? You have a float. Imagine now that you have a pump inside that reservoir with another float that's electronic on the top of your reservoir. So if your RO fails and it keeps rising, that float now is triggered and turns on that pump to discharge that water into your waste. So that's a fail safe on its own. Your RO would never flood. Now for your RO to flood, your RO would have to fail, that switch would have to fail, and the fucking pump inside there would have to fail.
You know what else
you can even
I have?
take that and run it one step farther, and then you put a little fucking, offshoot, drain the waste into another tank. That way you're not wasting it. But once that tank rises, then it comes to the other. Then you have such a fucking fail safe that you have twice the water capacity also, but you also have to have the room.
At that point, I'd rather waste that shit than freaking damage anything, but you could definitely save it, but.
But we know me. I'm not about the waste. It hurt me just to hear him say he drains the waste. So,
There's that drain to waste philosophy is a subject of its own. But
I'm trying butt chugging.
Yeah. Right on.
Hey, I'm giving it, and my plant is fucking loving it, dude. So
yeah.
You will too.
That's what makes it so exciting.
I feed in backwards.
That's what makes it so exciting. Is there's so many variations of growing this wonderful plant.
That's it, DP.
Yeah, bro. What's up?
You've accomplished it.
What?
You're done. This is your
I mean,
celebrating.
it's there,
hat?
but I gotta move everything from out of that corner, and that's
Oh,
just gonna
man.
take a little bit. So I'm not gonna put it up over there right now. I'll do that a little bit later after I get nice and lifted. Because I think I heard a frog, man, is fucking kept on chirping on around here. I don't know. I think it's fucking time for a dab. Yeah. I'm getting
Holy shit, we're already in
Play
2
that
hours.
song
Oh my
again.
God. Fuck,
Play
that
that
went
song
fast.
again, 40 acres.
So what's that, Driz?
Play that song again.
Oh, well, I was actually gonna say about the Puffco giveaway. This is probably our last time to drop this before we end the show. Anyways, we're at 2 hours. But remember, guys, we're doing that Puffco Peak giveaway for 7/10. You have to go on Instagram, follow my 40 Acre Smoke Shop page, tag 2 people you know on the Puffco giveaway post. Make sure you follow Caribou Hearts. Also, and for all the Patreons, you have an extra entry into the giveaway. And for the people that do not dab, you have the option of getting the magical butter machine, even though if I want a Puffco Peak, I'd start dabbing. So good luck to you guys. You know, I don't have the link set up right now, Driz. You put me on the spot, man. You're embarrassing me in front of everybody.
I think
Sorry,
Raiders.
That's what we do,
Raiders,
man. I think Raiders probably got our back anyway.
Raiders got your
Never
ass.
mind.
Don't worry
Raiders
about
already
that.
got it. Yep.
No,
Raiders
Raiders,
got your
I
ass,
appreciate it. Raiders got the links for the Instagram account and also for Caribou Hearts. Driz was talking about the Wake and Bake song.
Oh, that.
Yeah,
I'm
not to
surprised
refresh.
Hurton's not in there trying to battle it out with Raider right now for dominance.
Sure, I could find
Hurton's
it.
been a slacker lately, man. I think he realized that fucking Raider was not going to give up on that job, and Hurton was like, he can't stay in the competition. I think fucking Raider wiped him out.
Oh,
Right.
we got politics in chat. Oh no.
No, competition, not politics.
I got it. You want to mute? Everybody want to mute?
Yeah.
And share the song here.
Dab Frog.
I can't wait to hang with Caribou, get my head straight. Wake and bake. I can't wait to hang with Caribou, get my head straight. Wake and bake. I can't wait. Think this is trying to.
But yeah, I love that.
My girlfriend just said her dad has a cowbell, and if she gives it to me, that means I'm allowed to ring it at 6 o'clock in the morning, right?
I love the end of that.
Yeah.
Were you recording?
Got
Did that happen?
a couple more questions.
What?
Yeah, what?
Oh yeah, you muted yourself so you could repeat.
Every
it.
time Every time I watch that video, I got more questions, man. How come you're scratching your head like an ape there, Prophet?
Oh, my mother caught me hit me with some pretty hardcore fucking, one of those moments where it's like, oh shit, that just came out of my mom's mouth things. Like, we weren't supposed to be putting any of that. That's actually on Patreon. But we weren't even aware of that moment. My mom called me, and while we were just having a bullshit Zoom meeting, and yeah, it went from like a 0 to a 10 real fucking fast, and like it was just one of those like, oh shit, man, like my mom just said that, and I was kind of that's why like I didn't have my hat on and shit. It was literally like wasn't even supposed to be recorded or anything like that. So
then I saw DP. What the fuck was up with that middle finger, dude? Why would you finger that?
He didn't like the plant.
Yeah. That's why they don't show any love back.
He's so mad at that plant.
That's why I got mud right. It was like, fuck you. I'm gonna wrap myself out.
Motherfucker.
Yeah, because they knew it was on the YouTube with you giving it a middle finger, so it was sad, and it said, "Fuck you, buddy."
He's been claiming.
You want to see what butthurt could be? I'm gonna kill one of these buds right off, a big dense one.
He's been claiming he grows the best mids for months, bro. That shit's tough. The plants heard that shit.
He said they were the middiest mids. He didn't say the best mids.
They're the middiest mids of the Midwest mids.
I grow the best garbage around.
And that's what the girls, and that's what they gave you.
What
you put that energy out there, and that's what they gave you, bro. I'm gonna send you some sage, bro, on that care package.
Yeah, Mr. Yoga Man. You put that bad energy in that tent.
I'm gonna send you some quartz and some sage, bro. You cleanse that place out and shit.
I got some.
You gotta have him do a ritual and shit.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to
give him messed up direction. Tell him he's gotta, spin around 3 times in his underwear, jumping up and down, screaming, "I'm a chicken, I'm a chicken."
Did that already? What are you talking about?
All right, so he's got half the ritual done.
He's laughing like, yeah, he does that shit on the regular.
He's in Chicago.
So
bro.
is that
those
wicked IPM that caused that, DP, or what?
You said what?
Was that PM that caused that?
No, it was just so dense. It was one of those Ruderalis crosses, or one of the phenos that came out. So it was so short and just so stacked. That thing was so resiny, fat. I mean, it was beautiful, but it was this fucking big. You know what I mean? And it was easy 2 ounces of dried out material would have been. Like, it was just fat, bulbous, just huge, And even the bottom ones were just like that, and it just didn't have enough airflow. I had it in there with my veg, everything vegging out. We've had a lot of heat issues lately. We've had a lot of rain coming down, and I just wasn't vigilant enough of, breaking it open, getting enough air flowing in through there, and eventually it just started riding. So live and learn, and yeah, that was a good learning experience. I did get to save quite a bit of it, so I'll probably get a good ounce of smokable material from it. It was a little bit early, but I did have a little bit of ambers going on in it, so it'll still be good smoke. And it'll be my first hypothetical strain I get to smoke. I got 4 other ones going from them right now. I got 2 Canicos and 2 Hash and Gots. Those are all doing great. Looking real forward to growing those out.
I'm very curious. I wish I had a press, because I think that Hash and Got would press really well.
My buddy's got the press, so I'm excited too. That Canico, surprisingly, that thing was just so resinous. It was nice, it really, really was.
Yeah, I've got those coming up.
Even if it was the dwarfed pheno of it, that's the only reason I kept it around. Like the terpenes coming off of it were amazing. Yeah, so I'm excited. Got a little bit extra room.
I got those coming up soon, and like I just finished up with one of his CBDs, and it was nice, but the difference between it and the Hash and Got was quite different. It was a denser bud, where that Hash and Got was more kind of, like you remember those old like super airy, hairy, old sativa buds way back when. It kind of reminded me of that, and I was like, but as frosty as that son of a bitch was, I was like, man, this thing would press really well. There's a lot of area. It's fucking airy. You can get to all of it. So one of these days, I'm gonna get a fucking press. We're gonna press some of that shit. I bet it is good.
Yeah. I'm excited. I'm waiting for my buddy to get back that has the press, and we'll be squishing.
Nice. Well, one of these days, maybe Squishy will come back and talk to us.
Yeah, he'll be finishing up here in a little bit, next couple of weeks, so we'll be hearing from him again.
Miss that dude.
Not working.
For some reason, I never fucking see any of his posts anymore. It's like,
I don't think he has been posting. Dude, I haven't seen anything new.
Last week he was. He might not have been this week, but I talked to him a little bit, and just see what's good. And right, he's just still busy as shit, man. He's really up his game though. He's doing so much better.
That's cool.
So he's really getting the hang of that
hard at
big
it,
ass
so, yeah.
room and everything he's got going on, man. He's doing great.
Yeah, absolutely. He's a good cat too.
What we got? Trying out some Super Jack.
Ooh, wait.
A little speedy, bro. I'm not gonna lie. What? Wonder if we have any blunt smokers in the chat.
I'm a blunt smoker on the panel.
I'll put this on my. I'm gonna use this on my joint right here. How about that?
I was just asking if there's any blunt smokers in the chat.
I knew you were going with it, so I went and grabbed mine real quick.
Yeah, it took a second to click once you said it.
All right, guys. So shameless plug. Next time, maybe I'll come on as blunt liquors next time.
There you go.
So what this is, guys, this is a pure honey tube on a dispensed brush. You prime it by twisting the bottom, and it fills the tube up. Once you feel a little bit of pressure, the drops of honey will come out, and you could use it to seal up all your smokes. This is pretty much my natural honey from like my beehives right back there in my yard. I'm gonna give away a regular one and a CBD one. The first 10 people that DM me on Blunt Liquor's Instagram account, I'll send the pair to each person, the first 10. So just go on my Blunt Liquor's Instagram account, send me a DM, first 10, make sure to follow me, or you could, the DMs are better because I don't have a post for this. So just follow me on there, and I'll send them out to you guys.
I love them. I think they're great. I even bring them to work. And like I said, I snack on the fucking thing, honestly. I probably snack more than I've actually rolled blunts with.
Lucas was wondering about something in his pot and what an aphid looks like. I just popped up something on my screen. He said they were little dudes that were hopping around. So if they look a little something like this, then you're looking at a springtail. And usually, if I recall, I don't believe aphids hop around at all. They kind of scurry and
run through this shit, right?
And I don't believe they're super fast. So if you have something that's fast like that, it'll pop up soon. But if you have something fast like that, that's jumping, that's usually springtails, and that's just actually usually a fairly decent sign. They're little helpers down in there that help break down organic material. But yeah, I was just reading that in chat, and hopefully when this picture he catches up to YouTube or she, who asked? Anyway, but yeah,
change that view.
No, I put it. You'll have it in time. Don't worry. It'll be on you, and everybody will be able to see that. Don't worry. I'm on top of it. Thank you, bro. Thank you, 40 acres.
But don't spotlight that shit. They can see it.
I hate that spotlight. You've been on Spotlight the whole time, dude.
No, I haven't. I've been changing it out. Only when you guys are showing shit off do I pop at the spotlight. Like for your little plug there, I gave it to you.
Yeah. Shameless. Everybody in chat.
I didn't want to say it, but I think it's a solid plug. It's a solid product. I got no beef. If you out there trying to throw garbage, I'd be like, Mute.
How many accounts I have? I have a couple accounts, guys. I stay pretty busy, man. I try to, at least. Keeps me out of trouble. Sometimes DP, man, come on down here, dude, and I'll keep you out of trouble, man.
Trouble follows me everywhere.
Yeah,
nah,
man.
I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
I feel you. You allergic to bees?
To bees? No.
There you go.
There you go. Yeah, it'd be
I'd play with some bees. Hell yeah.
That's actually a really good point. Wardrobe farming over there in chat, springtails are also very light. And like a lot of times people will notice the bugs when they're the springtails. When you water and you're over water, you'll wash them out of your pots and they will float to the top and you'll see a bunch of little jumpy fucking white things all over in your water runoff. Those are your springtails, and those are usually, I keep those around.
Those amphids you posted there, it's in your background. That's under
No, those are what's in my background is the springtail.
Oh, under naked eye or magnification?
Oh, that's under magnification. But you can see them with the naked eye. You'll see it. I would say like go to your outside pots and water the shit out of them, and either to the top of your water that comes out, or to your runoff. If you're using like a fabric pot, you won't see them because they won't make it through the fabric. But if you got like a plastic pot with ports, you water that shit out. When you look at your runoff, you'll see a little bunch of little white shit moving along the top, and it'll be jumpy and fucking super fast. Those are what I have in the picture behind. Those are your springtails. But he's saying something that's straight gray. I don't recall. I remember aphids kind of. I don't remember what their larva looks like.
These guys last night had a hella technical show on I believe it was the Neighborhood Grow. I hate to plug the wrong fucking people, but they talked about they had a whole presentation on it, slides and pictures of them under magnification and not, and if you can't see them, or it was pretty informative. And please,
a lot of technical bug talk. A lot of technical bug talk.
Super, like you got to take notes. I got to go back and watch this shit again. Google afterwards.
Yeah, that's what I told you last night. I was like, that's when you start writing down words, Googling, get the word down.
I'll be a YouTube professor by the time I'm done with this shit.
It works.
I'm already like a YouTube mechanic. I'm like a YouTube freaking carpenter, everything else, man.
And to let bees know, yes, you can develop allergies late in life.
Yeah.
You can just, as a matter of fact, it's quite normal to develop allergies late in life. But
some people
and lose some that you had when you were a kid, believe it or not. I used to be highly allergic to cats until like after I was 16, and then it just kind of went away. It was really weird.
Some people could get stung a couple times and it's not a big deal. They might have like a minor allergic reaction, and then within time it could actually go away or get worse. So I get stung now 3 or 4 times in my hands and it won't even faze me. But if I step on a bee, it'll hurt my foot for like, 5 or 10 minutes. But I should probably, not be barefooted or in sandals, but it's South Florida, bro. And it's hotter than the motherfucker out here. And nobody want to be no freaking full suit.
So bees, bring an EpiPen with you. You'll be fine.
Yeah, if you have insurance, the EpiPen's probably like $40, dude. But that shit's crazy. If you don't, it's like $600 out here.
Yeah, dude. That epinephrine, man.
You're better off freaking having your route to the hospital planned out, and or rescue.
Already call them
because they carry that shit and it's free. But damn, dude, it's that whole medical shit, dude. Don't get me started, man.
Yeah,
my medicine right here comes in a fucking jar. Luckily enough that these guys, they sell some of this ground flour and some of their mini nuggets that it's good for the price, and it gets me by. And then every now and then I could buy something exotic, but if not, it breaks the bank.
Yeah, that's why I'm hoping the rest of the country kind of jumps along with this whole caregiving, the whole caregiving thing, instead of just like in Illinois, they did the medical scene, but they did it to where you can only get it through a medical dispensary. They didn't give caregiving an option, and I think they kind of did that on the basis of knowing what that entails, because they saw things like Michigan, and now they're going into Michigan and trying to get away with the caregiving program instead of backing it up and making it stronger, you know, because they know that people are getting better products by us home growers, and that we're giving it to them for a much cheaper price, you know. So a lot of the new laws going into effect. That's why I'm with Fluffy and a lot of other people on this whole deregulation. Yeah, it does need to have some testing done to it to make sure we're not giving people harmful products, right? And there will be some sort of regulation behind it, but it needs to be to where, like you said, you should be able to go drop 20 seeds and grow it like tomatoes or whatever if you want, you know. I can have a whole entire wine cellar, you know what I mean? But I can't have more than 2 ounces in my place, you know what I mean? And, you know, so yeah, 100.
Or at least have it to the point, like if I'm not a gardener or if I don't know how to make my own IPAs, to be able to go a place and sit down with local guys that do enjoy the same shit and enjoy that specialty brew IPA or that specialty grown freaking, you know, artisanal freaking exotic or whatever it is. Yeah, I feel it. Shit, trust me, dude. I've been given that opportunity to leave the state shit for 12, 15, 16 years, man. I've always said no. I know what it takes to become a farmer. I've done the farming out here, and I just want full legal. I just want tomatoes in my yard, you know. But
yeah, why should you have to uproot where you've grown up your whole entire life, where you're comfortable? You got everything down there. Why have to do that? You know, like you shouldn't have to make that sacrifice just to grow your own medicine.
I couldn't leave that yard, dude.
I'm so addicted.
I couldn't leave that yard.
Yeah, I'm so addicted to the diversity and the ocean. I can see the sunset in the morning. I can drive 2 hours and watch the sunset, you know, watch the sunrise on one side, sunset on the other side the same day, you know, be on the Gulf, be on the freaking Atlantic, go to the Keys, and the Everglades, and the diversity is crazy. The people are crazy. You know, you can't get bored. If you wake up at 4 o'clock in the morning or you're hungry or you want to go shopping, there's all types of random shit open out here. You know, they still let you smoke in the bars and clubs. So Florida, bro. Once you cross that border, it should be a whole different state. South Florida should be a different state. Because North Florida, we already know.
I lived in Jacksonville when I was in 7th grade for like 5 months, I think it was.
Too young to get in trouble.
What's that?
Too young to get in trouble.
Oh yeah, no doubt. I got friends that go down to Miami every year and stuff like that. So
a lot of meth.
I've never made it down that way.
Too much meth and shit up in North Florida.
Yeah. What's everybody smoking on? Anybody smoking on anything incredible? No? Everybody smoking swag? Everybody smoking some mids? That sucks. I'm smoking some fucking dank.
Well, I mean, just the shit I've had. Just the shit I've had, you know.
Out to chat, but no, man, I'm on that fucking lemon Jeffrey that I got from fucking Raider, man. That shit gets you all fiery. Love it. And I've been trying to figure out the flavor out of my vapes, out of my little extraction devices here, because I can't knock down what the fuck that weird ass flavor is, man. It's like the lemon comes through, but everything else is like there's just a funky to it. But man, smelling it, like today I opened it up.
That's liquid G, man.
Yeah, I don't know if my sinuses were a little more clear or what. It just smelled like lemonade powder, like goddamn, like Crystal Light. Y'all remember Crystal Light? Like that gross ass lemonade is what that shit smells like.
I think I got some over there.
Dank as hell. That's what the fuck I be smoking on today.
Yes.
Yeah, I've just been smoking on Skywalker all morning, so out of the pen and in joints. So it's got me a little stuck this morning, but it's nice. It's Sunday, relaxing, enjoying it. So hell yeah.
Oh yeah.
Love that Skywalker. I haven't had that in a while.
Yeah, man, I got it from a buddy, and that's great, dude. It's fire. He gave me some GMO. He grew out. It was a few weeks ago, and that shit was
love the GMO too. I grew that. harvest or two ago. I got one in flower now, but yeah, man, that GMO was killer. Especially as a person to grow it, man. It's good yield, good tops, colas, freaking. It was a dense producing. It was a really good producing strain from my experience of it.
Well,
And
yeah, he
it
showed
was
me
fire.
a video of his room, man, and it was just fucking spears, dude. I think he
Yeah.
had like 2 4x8 tables in there and shit, and it was just fucking spears. I was like, holy shit, dude. Like,
When I was cutting mine down, dude, I had fucking loads of colas out like that and like fucking that, you know. And they actually had density to them and shit. It was a beautiful fucking plant.
Here we go, guys.
Yeah, it was nice, dude. It was allegedly, you know, my buddy from the grocery store there, and yeah, like he fucking hands me this pile, dude. I'm like, what the fuck? I'm like, I mean, the nugs were just. I'm like, holy shit. I'm like, damn, you ain't got a bag or nothing, you know? Fucking, goddamn, bro. But yeah, man. I mean, a garlic funk to it. It was real woody tasting, garlicky. It was nice, man, and it just nice high too. Nice pain relief. It was beautiful, bro.
That's a sick ass pole, man.
This is a custom rod.
That's not the first time I've said that to a grown man either.
I'm not gonna plug myself on this because I don't do custom work outside of my my circle down here. But this is a custom rod that I built for somebody out here. Something else I do for a little side income and as a hobby. I have an Instagram for it, but it's private. I don't want the work. You know, I'm already backed up fucking like 8 weeks in freaking custom work. But yeah. That's what happens, bro. You guys get married, have kids, bro. If not, you're gonna complicate your life.
I've done pretty well at doing that.
Just stick to
that one.
Stick to the routine, bro. Get married, have kids, bro. Let her run all that shit, dude. Just puppet that shit through life, bro. Fuck this mission.
It doesn't always work out that way.
Fucking hey, you're like the hell. You got double puppet master, bro. What the fuck, dude? One's on the left side and one's on the right side.
He hasn't had an original thought. He can't tell you how long.
He can't. Yeah,
yeah,
dude.
I found it easy just to go with the flow, man. Makes things easier.
Does she proofread all your replies?
Oh God, no.
Brother.
God, no. She'd be like,
only half the time.
Nah, she's not on me like that.
And we all know when Prophet gets in trouble because it looks like this,
right? He does. Something's getting thrown, swung.
Well, you guys seen him come on fucking camera with some shit. Dude, there's been a pan in my direction. There's been a few things. Never mind the shit you haven't seen that's off camera being like aimed at me that I'm very leery as to whether or not I should stop looking, you know, like those moments that you catch me where I'm like kind of just staring there, just absorbing the abuse of, you know, whatever I did. I can't remember what, but yeah, in case I gotta react.
We couldn't argue with my mom when she was in the kitchen because like she had a habit of just throwing whatever was around her, you know what I mean? So like big old hams had been thrown, jars of peanut butter,
fucking electric can opener.
Now, luckily she was never by the knife rack.
See, that's what was in one. That was what was in one of the hands.
With whatever was in her hand, and you were getting fucking beat with it.
Yeah,
fucking. She slapped the shit out of motherfucker with a spoon. You know what I'm saying?
She gets the meat tenderizer. You're like, oh shit, it's one of those days.
Oh yeah. Cheers! It's a nice Sunday morning. Fuck. It's not a torrential downpour outside. A little bit overcast.
Yeah, it's supposed to come later today again, ain't it?
I kind of wish it would rain a little so I don't have to water my plants outside. It saves me a little time.
Hey, don't hope you get any of this shit we're getting.
No, I'm not hoping for like torrential downpours, but you know, a nice hour rain, that would be nice. But
it was messed up over here yesterday. We had a flash flood, and like so I was walking and I didn't have a fucking umbrella, and I wasn't about to buy another one because I got 3 in my apartment. Why buy a 4th fucking umbrella? Fuck it, I'll get wet, right? So I'm running, so I try to cut down the alley, big mistake when it's pouring like that. A lot of the gutters and stuff like that are overflowed.
Puddle.
I swear to God, I was walking up to my knees in the nastiest fucking water I've ever seen. Shoes on, all this shit.
Trash
I
water.
love Chicago.
Trash water.
Yeah.
You can just see it leaking out of the dumpsters
water.
And stuff. Oh yeah, it's great.
Hey man, that's what's gonna build up your immune system. I swear to God. I mean, that's why I'm good.
Or what immune system? One of the two are gonna happen.
Yeah, no, that's why I'm good. I used to swim in raw sewage.
Clean, or it's like I'm good.
Yeah. Shit. Sneakers and socks. That shit absorbs into your socks, bro. Fuck the wet socks.
Is anybody surprised that fucking Prophet says he used to swim in fucking trash water all the time and fucking wastewater?
I don't think anybody flinched, bro. Everybody just kept talking.
Yeah.
I can see him with like a snorkel or something up underneath there with fucking goggles and shit. He's got the fucking fins on.
Dude, when I was a kid, I used to love when the fucking roads would fucking flood up. I'd be swimming in the fucking thing. Literally. You could ride the fucking current, go into the drain.
I don't even know what it was, but I mean, shit. I always had a pool my whole life. I was lucky enough, but fuck, even when it rained, we had big ditches by our house. We go play in a fucking ditch of water. I'm like, why are we doing? We got a pool over here. Why am I playing in a fucking ditch of water?
Because the pool's always gonna be there, but the ditch of water is there now.
Yeah, there's mud.
Hey, man, that's it.
You don't know what you're gonna find in there.
Yeah, right. Oh shit. Anyway, speaking of that, man, I think I better get rolling for the day. I gotta pack up, go up north, do all them fun things. So it's been great hanging out with everybody today. And
likewise.
See y'all soon.
Bye. Bye.
Big love to chat, man. Everybody in chat. Fucking love y'all.
It's gonna be a nice day. What's up, Andy? How's the weather? Looks like you're enjoying it out there, nice and sunny. Looks like it ain't too bad.
I can verify that for him. If you look out of my back window.
Man, that's damn sure. My phone.
You said it's hot?
Overheat right now. It's getting hot. So.
Oh yeah.
So. Yeah, it's fucking hot, man. Yeah.
I haven't been outside yet. My AC's kicking though, so it's freezing in here.
Yeah.
But that's good because my plants, my temperature for my flower room is dropping.
Right now, so.
90 already, huh?
Yeah, man.
Wow.
Yeah, my phone's starting to overheat, so I fucking tuck it over here. We'll see. I don't know.
Man. I figure. Yeah, I don't know. I guess since it's nice outside my window, I figured it was nice outside everybody's window.
Isn't it always nice outside your window, DP?
It's 84. It's only 84 here, but our humidity is so fucking high. It feels like 93.
I remember that. Oh man.
All right.
Humidity down there.
Let's see where I'm at.
The humidity
30 degree difference just because of the humidity.
I'm at 82 right now, but it feels like 87. And
yeah, I went from 84 to 93.
It's partly cloudy though, so that's probably why we're not at full blast. But I'll take that.
79.
Next week's gonna be in the 90s and shit, I think, for us. Ain't that right, Indigo? We're gonna be really high up there.
Yeah, man,
over here in the East Coast.
We might hit hundreds.
Yeah.
We might hit 100, you know? Yeah, it's gonna be interesting. I'd love to have
got some cold ass weather, dude.
Oh.
Beautiful.
That'd be beautiful.
Except for the rain. I mean, it's gonna be fucking raining, but it's not gonna be.
See, I'm wondering if that's gonna hit us. I mean, in
probably
like
next.
a couple like 4 or 5 days, probably hit us.
Probably by the weekend.
Yeah.
So that's a whole nother thing, man. I'm excited about outdoor growing. It's like you have so much that you can't really control that you have to try to. You know, you're ready for it, I guess, or whatever. And I guess, you know, Indica, you've been doing it so long. I love your approach to everything because you take into Murphy's Law. You know what I mean?
Yeah, man, I do. I learned the hard way. So that's why.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like,
a couple windstorms probably taught you a lesson or two, huh? When you find your hoop house flying through the yard.
No, never that. No.
Oh, that happened to me. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Just growing a natural, man. You know, I've started out. 14 years old, give or take, out in the swamps, man. You know what I mean? And shit like that from the guy I learned from. But even when I went on my own, years later, yeah, man. It's always it keeps you on your toes, we'll say, unless if you're in a glorious greenhouse, you know what I mean? But
Nice.
yeah, I watered this morning. We hit him with the wetting agent, from Build the Soil. So hopefully that will help us, abide a little bit of that high heat, the next couple of days. I did go a little extra on the water too. So, obviously I'll be here checking them, but we'll just hopefully that will saturate the soil better. You know what I mean? We use it anyways, but went a little extra today, just to kind of hopefully gear up, I guess. I gotta, it's probably going to be 130 in here if I had to guess, man. I don't know. Let's see.
Wow. So that's a wetting agent that like disperses the water. It makes it kind of like foamy.
Yucca.
Cassava. In English, it's cassava, bro. I don't know why they call it yucca extract and shit. I got that shit in my yard.
Yucca.
I got the roots growing.
It looks like yucca. It's yucca.
Yeah, it's cassava, yucca extract. Indica. AC Infinity makes an extraction fan, a box fan that's for the greenhouses. That's triggered on heat and humidity, so it doesn't have to stay open all the time. They have shutters that close, and when the humidity gets too hot, the shutters will open and exhaust all that heat out. You can put them across or across from each other or whatever. So go on their website, man, and check it out. They got a lot of new products on their hydro shit.
Yeah. I was looking at those before and shit. I'm just kind of tied. This did cost quite a bit of money here, and then I want to upgrade a little bit indoors, man, and try to get a couple grows in before we try to sell the house and shit. So
as long as that heat, because the heat is not an issue and shit. You don't want to build a fucking performance car and have fucking two guys pushing it.
Yeah, absolutely. So, but I might, we'll see. So far the plants, they're taking it, man. They're not, they're doing good. So,
you could put a little mister in front of your fan, before flowers and shit.
Yeah, I was actually looking at a couple, man. It's like a floor one. I was thinking about getting. I think it's like a fogger mister there. I think something like that maybe, but
swamp cooler.
I got a funny feeling, man. This isn't going to be the first and only heat wave out this way for us, Prophet. You know what I mean? So I feel like we got some coming this year. And it's been it's been a while, we'll say a few years, that it's been this hot, this fast early in the season. You know what I mean? With record temperatures, So I definitely got to get some shit in here so we can make sure we're ready for that. So I don't want to put all the work in and lose it all, So.
Yeah, exactly.
From what I've been noticing, these record temps seem to be countrywide or even Canadian. Even it seems to be extremely high temps being reached this week for some.
Same down here. We have some fruit trees that require a cold snap to produce a fruit, and then we've noticed some of these plants haven't produced a fruit in a couple of years until we get this cold snap. It has to drop down a certain temperature for a certain amount of time, et cetera, et cetera. And now we're able to grow some fruits that we weren't able to before because we're at a more subtropical climate than we were over here, at least. For Rick, we're at 25 degree by 82 or 84 degrees, something like that.
I need to get my coordinates just so I know.
I appreciate that. But I did a little research, and I don't know how to break this to you, but I thought I was at 54 degrees, but no, I'm at 51. 51.
So you've been lying to us this whole time, Uncle Rick.
No wonder nobody could find him.
No, the funny part is he thought he knew where he was, but he wasn't where he thought he was.
Not even close. I mean, 54. Okay, I'd say if that's 100. Yeah, but why would that be 100? Anyway, I'm a lot fucking closer to the 49th parallel than I realized.
If I said the equator was 0, would that make things a little easier for you to figure out?
Hey, listen, you gotta check out this YouTube video where they're really near the equator, and they perform this experiment where, you know, like in the northern hemisphere, your bathtub water drains in a clockwise. Well, in the southern hemisphere, it goes the other way, anti-clockwise.
Yeah,
And it's on this video. They're looking at one, and then they walk over to the other one. I don't know how long it took to walk over there, but they were on the other side of the equator. And God damn it, if that fucking drain wasn't going the other way. It was so cool.
All right, guys.
I got mixed feelings about that.
I got a bunch of shit to get done today, man. So it was a pleasure.
Good to see you, buddy. Good to see you, man.
I'm gonna jam out too.
Yeah.
You want to plug out?
Everybody in chat, man, appreciate it. Make sure to subscribe, hit the like button, all that other good stuff. Don't forget the Puffco Pete giveaway. Follow 40 Acre Smoke Shop on Instagram. Tag 2 people you know. And, you know, follow Caribou Hearts. If you're a Patreon or join Patreon, Caribou Heart, you get an extra entry in the giveaway. So good luck on that. And we'll announce the winner on 7/10. And we'll be announcing this giveaway on every show until then. All right, guys. Until next time, have a great day.
Later, man.
Good to see everybody.
All right, guys. I'm gonna jam out of here too. So hope everybody has a beautiful, blessed day, man. And I'm glad I got to kick it with you so long, man. It's been a while. Everybody in chat, thanks for all the love and support. Yeah, check me out on Cannabis, Mr. and Mrs. B Growers on Instagram. And yeah, I'll see you guys Tuesday, man. So, and yeah, I'll talk to you guys on our Discord. I love you, brothers. Good seeing you, good hanging, good getting high. Have a kick-ass Sunday. I love it.
Love you. Later, Andy.
Yeah.
I guess we're the last ones because DP's like, you know, dicking around.
He'll be the last one.
Actually, once I cut it off, it's over. So it's on you. If you want, we can just end it. Oh, there he is, showing off the ass of America. That's America's ass.
Sorry, my cat spit up a hairball.
Nice.
Yeah.
You guys want to call it?
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, we'll call it.
All right, everybody. Cheers.
Chat, love you. Thank you. DP, I'll be talking to your ignorant ass.
We'll be chatting.
We'll be chatting.
All right.
Later, chat. Love you guys.